What's your name, Clay Clay?
It's a good question. It's a great question. No one knows.
Clay Clay.
I could be here all day for this.
I told you.
Oh, by the way, it's not Tuesday. It's Monday. Just in case anyone is worried.
And I don't want to get married ever to anyone. You understand that?
Very special Monday edition.
It's a very special Monday edition of Polyester Blend.
And you're...
Last week was a rarity of being on a Tuesday due to our good friends, the Utah Jazz. But they destroyed our hearts. And we will not have to worry about said Jazz for a while. Maybe ever again. They might just fold the team, start over again. But like Polyester Blend, Utah Jazz should take a note in just being losers. Own being a loser. You dust yourself off. You get off the mat. You check the time. When it's Monday, 8 o'clock, you get back in the ring because it's time to Polyester Blend. Whoa! I'm ready this week. I'm ready this week, people. Hello, my name is Ryan Schlegel. Hello. Good to see you all, Poly Heads. All 5 of you. It's good to be back on a Monday night at 8 o'clock to do the show, Polyester Blend, which we've been doing for more than a year now and getting worse every week. But we love it. Speaking of getting worse, actually I should say, you know what? I'm gonna lay off those licks right now. He's getting better every week because he was like good microphone, bad, no good microphone. This week he's back with a good microphone, back with his cool background, and back with this super kick-ass trilby. He's our good friend all the way on the other side of the valley, Clayton Scribner. I don't know why I chose that sound effect.
I don't know. It's perfect. I doffed my cap right when we did
Every
it.
time you doff your cap. Let's try it again.
That's good.
Well, that's
that's not going to be the first. That's not going to be the last time we do that.
But every time I do it, Clay, you have to do it. So you never know when it might happen because it comes out anywhere. But anyway, we keep going with the. Speaking of doffing your cap, one of us, there's 2 of us on the screen right now. 2 of us are in Salt Lake. 2 of us are in Utah because this is a hyper-local Utah show. And we thought, let's make it a trifecta of a Utah hyper-local show with hyper-local Husky boys here in Utah. Let's invite a guy from the doffing trilby capital of Southern California. What? Our good friend Ryan Bradford, are you with us?
Yep. Doffing my... I'm looking for things to doff right around in my... Oh,
Doffing some feedback.
Here's a doff. My doffing game... My doffing game is weak tonight. I'm sorry.
It's clear.
PBL heads.
That's all right. Ryan, your sound effect is... Whereas...
Ooh. Wait, do it again.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Because it's a ghost. It's a ghost trilby.
Oh, what? Brilliant. Brilliant, Ryan.
Thrillby, if you will. If you will be.
That's the sound. That's the sound of our one fan laughing every time Ryan makes a joke. That's Jeremy Matthews at home when he hears something funny.
That actually does kind of sound like what Jeremy might laugh like.
And then every time Gerke shows up on the show, it's like...
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
That's what happens when power corrupts.
I know. It's true.
Gerke is corrupted by power.
And then every time after a Santa Pinata pit, the entire crowd goes... All right, everybody. We've just been tickling the ivories on that beautiful soundboard we have that is a companion piece here on the Polyester Blend. One day we'll just do an all sound effects show. Just every single button we will get throughout the entire night. It'll be very exciting. People, Ryan's with us, but it was a close call because this guy was out making all sorts of needles jokes, and we won't go into what they were about. But he was on his way back.
Family show.
It's a family
Polyester
show.
Blend is a family show.
Absolutely. Family show here. But our good friend Ryan Bradford, our Ed McMahon, he just got back less than an hour ago from Clayton Scrivener's hometown, Las Vegas, Nevada. What was that like for you, Ryan? Did you make some money?
Oh, man. Nope. Not by a long shot. But I feel like I didn't lose too badly.
Where did you stay? What did you do?
So Jessica's sister was in town in Las Vegas for work, and so we drove up, and she was staying at the Westin on the Strip, which is a nice hotel. It has no casino inside, which, you know,
What?
I
They used to.
that.
They must have removed it from the ground floor.
Yeah, I stayed there about 10 years ago, and I do remember the casino, but they've taken it all out, and it's all like fancy restaurants and everything. And you know, it's kind of nice not to have that temptation in front of you.
What? The fuck is the
place that you're
point?
staying.
What is the point of going to Vegas if the
You know that
temptation
used to
is
be
not there?
the Westin Las Vegas was originally called the Maxim in the 70s and 80s.
Hello.
Big time cocaine / mafia.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to
Well,
play
that's-
slots when you got the cocaine.
It's on the corner where Tupac died.
Oh,
It is
R.I.P.
on the corner of Koval and Trop, yes.
Koval
Yeah.
and Trop. Oh, that's some real Vegas coming out right now, Clay. So the Koval and Trop, because they ditch. What's my
Not on
favorite?
Flam, it's on Trop.
I
It's
know,
on
dude.
Flam.
I love. See, everyone says Mingo, or was it? And I'm like, oh, it's all
Mingo.
Flam. It's all Flam, dude. You gotta say Flam.
But
Ryan,
man, but right next door, right across the street, there's Bally's. You got Paris Casino.
what the liqueur?
And, with the liqueur. And nobody, like, it seems very normal. Like, the employees still wear masks, but everybody else doesn't have to wear masks inside. And so it felt like regular Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, Bally's was once called MGM and was home to the deadliest fire in Las Vegas history.
Listen, if there's a story about a hotel, this guy's got one.
Do you know Hooters used to be...
You know, I saw Misfits play at MGM Grand 3 years ago. Original Misfits with all the original members.
It's the second
That was a Misfits kind of laugh. You know, they're in the demonic, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Ryan, that's
Misfits in Las Vegas. What a weird combination.
It was strange, but super fun. And they were surprisingly amazing.
One of my first times staying in Vegas, and why I fell in love with that town, Clay, as your son always calls you, is that it was during like Punk Rock Fest that happened. It was like, so all these punk rockers was like, oi, 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 like down with capitalism, anarchy. And they're like walking around a casino. It's like, this is a weird juxtaposition here going on.
Yeah, no, so like when I saw the Misfits, it was like everybody there was Misfits fans. So you're just like seeing all these dirty ghoul people doing ghoul shit in like a casino. And it was really fun and kind of wild.
Oh man, we already have our first troll showing up in the Zoom. We'll see how that goes in a little bit here. Number 8, I can know where that's going. People, we must continue on with the show. Oh, Clay's already left. Well, let's just see. Let's check in with the Zooms are open. People, they're in the YouTube. Let's see who 8 is. I've got the trigger. Oh, it's Mr. Blake Perez. Everybody, the wonderful. He's walking around. He must be lost canvassing. Blake, can you hear us?
Loud and clear.
Oh, my God, Blake Perez. It's good to see you, my friend. What is it like to drop your camera down your pants? Oh, no! What's going on here? Blake, give us a report. We got breaking news.
I'm out here on First South, flat tire.
What?
Can't pop it up. AAA's coming.
Oh, my God.
And he's sitting there, flat tire, watching the blend. You know, when you're at your lowest, broken down, just the show you want to turn on.
Oh, my God.
That's breaking news, though. Put that on, man.
People. Breaking news. If you're on 100 South and you got a tiny donut tire, bring it down to our good friend Blake Perez. He's down there. He's stuck. Now, Blake, what'd you run over? Some sort of large knife? Maybe a cactus like in a comedy movie? I mean, what happened down there?
Yeah, I have no idea. My sweet wife just informed me that she had a flat tire and I needed to come change it. And can't change it. Well, it's just not coming off. The tire's not coming off, so AAA is on its way.
Oh, so what? So Blake, did you try? Like, this sounds like something I would do, where I try to start doing it. I'm like, this is too fucking hard. I don't know how to do this. And then you call the professionals.
The political ramifications. Have you been able to be resilient and change your tires?
Oh man, we went to AutoZone. I mean,
what is it? Frozen on there? Frozen on there?
Yeah, give us a close-up. Give us a close-up, Blake. Say something. Give us a close-up.
Yeah, so you can see right here, we got the lug nuts off, right? And right here, we think it's really, really just kind of infused on there. And this bad boy ain't moving at all.
Blake, this happened to me recently, and I used like some heavy axle grease, just stuck it in there and let it do its work, and then I used a rubber mallet to whack it off.
That's what we've been trying.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I usually do.
When he's through needles.
Outside of the car.
Every time Clayton's in trouble, he usually just tries to whack it off hard with a mallet. You know what I mean?
You went there. I was using adult terminology to talk about adult things.
I said with the mallet.
mallet. I think help is here.
Oh, okay, Blake.
Because we are not help, apparently.
We love you, Blake. Survive. Survive.
Oh, wait. Oh, yep. Help's here.
Okay, bye, Blake.
Should we plead
Help's
tweet
here.
Bye, Blake.
AAA right now?
Winning.
Blake, fantastic. Now, so your
Royce is here. Brought chairs.
Yes.
So we're good to go. This thing, man.
All right, everybody, there's a Polyester Blend viewing party down on 100 South. Blake's got the beers. It's going to be a hell of a time. Oh, my God. Well,
classic.
Blake, we must continue on with the show. Please keep hanging out. Say hi when you want. I'm glad. Stay safe, all right? We love you.
Check back in with us with any developments.
Yeah, check in. Whenever you want, Blake. Check in, all right?
I'll let you know when that tire's popped.
Yes! Baby. Whack it off! Whack it off! All right. That's why I want
that oil, get that grease way down in there.
We need more of that. Whenever you're doing something, people, just check in. I love that live reporter vibe. I love that. Call in whenever. Oh, wait, normally all we have who checks in here is Jerry Matthews and Patrick Munger. It's a dull show.
Don't appreciate them. Come on.
No, Clay. It's been a long time coming where we finally tell them how we feel about them. They're no good. They're bad.
Well, except for both of their blatant conspiratorial or blatant cooperating with on this very very in-depth cheating saga that's going on in the quiz. They are co-conspirators.
Clay, get close with me. Clay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is that Trilby on a little too tight on your head, bud? Is that Trilby on a little too tight? You're losing your
hold
words
on, let
here.
me check. Let me Dolphin.
Oh, wait. Shit, I got to go all the way. Wait.
Dolphin.
This is going to be a good one, people. All right, everybody.
Got to eventually get to music.
Oh, yeah, we eventually
I'm going to have to pee at some point.
All right, don't worry. Everyone, don't be sad, but Ryan got back from Vegas. That's why we were talking about it. Blake, be safe out there. Check in whenever you want. But Clayton, not you. Now my hat's on too tight. Ryan just got back from Vegas. We didn't have time for You Shop Bro. No You Shop Bro tonight. I'm so sorry to say. But instead, this is very exciting. We've got a supercharged Ryan's Comics Corner. And if you were here last week, you know that we were starting down the road of a little saga in the comics world where we continue on with that here tonight. So it's going to be very exciting to see what he's got here. Also, we have a very, very exciting Utah Cities quiz tonight. I don't even think you realize this yet, Clay or Ryan. It's our first ever Utah Cities quiz video edition. Video edition. That's right,
that must
everybody.
mean there must be enough. This city must have enough content to do a video edition.
You'll see from the questions that the city did not have a lot, but I made it work, damn it, and you'll see all that later on tonight. So we're going to switch things up a little bit here tonight. Go through, we're not going to have the normal order, okay? We don't have to get stuck in this OCD thing where we're like, it's like wallet keys, wallet keys, I don't know, what else you got? Sunglasses. Instead, people like me, I always check to make sure I have those things before I leave like 7 times. We don't have to keep going in the same order. We can switch it up a little bit here on PBL.
What is the order here?
The order here is Trilby, whack off joke, and Santa Pinata, flat tire. We're going to get through all sorts of stuff here tonight, people. Very excited. The Zoom is in the YouTube chat, so if you want to join in tonight and mourn with us tonight, because people, we must say here, we mourn here on the Polyester Blend for the death of their fair team, our local team, the Utah Jazz. That's right, everybody knows at this point. They should know. The Utah Jazz have lost and are out of the playoffs. Before we get to its official segment, Clay, your initial thoughts here on which is probably a time of mourning.
Was this sports roundup?
Well, you make a good point. Why not we just get into it? Speaking of rearranging things, people, if you haven't been here before, we put on our saddles on our horses, kick them with the old spur, and
Charlie.
we're off to Clayton Sports. Wait, yeah, I always like to hear that a little bit better. Let's get to a segment that we all love so much. It's time for Sports Roundup. That's right, everybody. It's time for Sports Roundup. And it looks like we have a special guest this week, Clay. Let's see if that special guest comes in. I don't know. Let's see if he's ready.
Hold on, Charlie.
Can you hear us, special dude? We have a special guest coming all the way from Coolsville, USA. He's the mayor of being super rad. He's our good friend. He is the entrepreneur behind the hit YouTube channel Tadu Dude. Tadu Dude? What is it?
Tada Dude.
He'll talk about it. He's our good friend Charlie Scrivener.
It's like you don't know me because you pronounced my YouTube video wrong.
I know, bro. I'm sorry, dude. I smashed the like button and subscribed. All right, dude?
Wait, you call me bro again, man?
Brah. Come on, brah. You know you're my main man, dude. Charlie, tell us about your cool YouTube channel, Charlie.
Bro, I got 19 subscribers in 1 month, bro.
Oh!
Winning.
That's pretty cool, dude.
And also, yeah, I got 19 subscribers in 1 month. I got like 12 subscribers in 2 days.
Whoa! That's Charlie. There's like 5 people who watch our show, so you are killing us in the ratings, Charlie. Killing us in the ratings.
Wait, one of your videos got like 200 views.
All right, Charlie, I don't mean to brag. It's a good point, Charlie. Everyone forgets.
Charlie's really into the metrics.
Yeah,
He's got all the metrics down.
We got to get the metrics done.
Hey, Charlie, we're talking about sports here. It's
yeah.
Sports Roundup. Are you prepared to talk about sports a little bit?
No, I want my comic to get traded so bad.
You want your comment to get what? Your comment to be?
Mike Conley.
Oh, you want Mike Conley to get? Well, first of all, Clayton, can you explain what's going on here a little bit? We must talk before Charlie gets into his trades.
Well, the Utah Jazz were eliminated in Game 6.
And that was all Conley's fault.
Charlie has a hot take. He is really upset at Mike Conley. I think he was
Mike
injured.
Conley wasn't really injured. He's just a scaredy cat.
Shots fired.
Sports hot takes.
Holy
Sports
moly.
hot takes. So yeah, they were eliminated. Injuries played a big part. Also, the matchups against Clippers was tough. But yeah, it was sad. I mean, I think a lot of Jazz fans, including myself, thought they were going to go deeper. Had the best record in the NBA this season. But they are. Hold on, Charlie. They are riding off into the sunset.
Oh, good thing you got that in and cut off your own son from saying anything, so you could get that little clip in there.
I just had to finish the bit. I'm very used to people talking over me, so I know how to handle it.
On the bright side, Tadaju got 20 subs.
Charlie's here to
Charlie.
as you can see, he's wearing a T-shirt flaunting his YouTube channel.
Well, the best part is he knows how to be a guest. He knows how to be a guest already because he keeps bringing it back to the thing he's plugging. He keeps he's cut like you don't just go on. You're not here for our sake. You're here for your sake. So if you want more subscribers, keep that up, Charlie. And anybody.
Charlie, can we do it?
Go ahead,
Charlie. Can we do a Tada Dude, Awkward San Diego team up, like a business partnership?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's got.
Okay. What is that?
Nobody knows, Charlie. Nobody
knows. Not even I know. That is like a very important question that we will answer down the line.
Much
you
like
just tell people
it's whatever this child wants to do.
Charlie, basically what we're doing is what you did at an early age. We're just keeping that dream alive well into a past when we should have given up. Whereas you are a bright star in this YouTube world. You have got a future ahead of you, kid. I tell you, you got it. You got something special.
What the beep you say to me?
I'm saying you got talent, kid. You got talent. I can't wait to see you thrive in this world, okay, kid?
Oh, he gave me a compliment? Cool.
Oh, why do you have to be so sarcastic about it? My Lord almighty. You are a Scrivener.
Okay.
Score.
Okay, Charlie.
Yes. Yeah.
I remember how we said you were just going to come on and for a little bit. What else did you want to say before you got to go? Besides,
later nerds.
What'd you say?
Later nerds.
Oh, later nerds. Cool.
I'm telling you, the kids got it. Charlie.
That's how I'm gonna sign off.
It's so good.
Nerds.
Charlie. And by the way, Charlie, the only person to get Kane County correct. The only person to get Kane County correct in the Utah County quiz. Wow. Kid comes in hot. He brings the good. He brings it. He brings it.
Oof.
He does. He brings it better than any of the Jazz. Back to our main subject here. Really sad stuff, Clay. Really sad stuff about the Jazz. I mean, I was hearing people refer to it as not just one of the biggest losses and flops, but like one of the biggest of all time. I mean, they were up 25 points before the end of at halftime.
Well,
they were at like 20
that's kind
points.
of today's NBA. I mean, that was the second time that's had happened in the NBA this week. I mean, it's not like it's that out of the realm of possibility.
Sure.
That's just the way the game is these days. But I mean, yeah, it's super bad. It sucks. It's a Jazz fan, but you know, they're young. It's fine. They'll be entertaining next year. We'll all be back. But yeah, there was definitely those that I like the theme of this week's show, Stages of Grief.
Yes. We in honor of the Jazz losing, we are going through the 7 stages of grief with music, and we will get to that. It's going to be very exciting. But before we get to that, really quick, checking in with the YouTube chat. We like to check in. Sandmaster Janine brings up the fact that she stayed at the West End. She thinks it's the best, peaceful. Something about lavender oil, was only allowed to stay there for work because there wasn't a casino, which is like, why the hell even go to Vegas? I mean, come on now, we're gambling here. No, I love Vegas, all the reasons outside of it. And we also want to say thank you, Chatmaster Jeremy, for being in there. Ryan's talking. He doesn't care about that in the chat. But I do want to get back to our main topic here tonight. We're mourning. I'm wearing a black hat. I don't really have a lot of black shirts and stuff, so I'm wearing a black hat and mourning. It was a tough loss, and I don't know if I told you this, Clay, but on Friday, so first of all, I went to Game 5 where they blew it the first time when they were.
That was a sad one.
That was a sad one. I was in the stadium, and they were like towards the end of the game, there was just like little flashes they were going to come back, and then it would just not happen. They would blow the next shot, and then they would give up another one, and it just, you could feel the stadium wanting to cheer for something, just did not happen. So when Game 5 ends, I'm like, they're going to step it up for Game 6, but I'm on my way to Flamin' Gorge. I'm on my way out. Okay, I'm going camping. But I remember they have this outdated thing called the Telegraph. That's right, I was listening. No, they have radio. So I'm in my car. My work went late, so I had to leave late. So I'm driving through the middle of Wyoming, not the middle, the southwestern part of Wyoming, listening to the Jazz on that game on AM radio. But it's this amazing thing where the signal's not that great. That's exactly Ryan knows where I'm going with this because I'm driving and I look up on my phone that there's an AM station out of Vernal, and I didn't get it till I was over the mountain. But so I'm getting the AM version of it out of Vernal, and it's like not only that, Ryan, but there's true sounds of like horror, like sounds of dead bodies, dead souls trying to rise from the underworld. Like the Jazz have blown a 25-point lead, and I'm just like in this, and there's lightning, there's fucking lightning happening on the mountains next to me. I'm like, what is happening here? The radio voice for the Jazz, that guy is an insane person. David Locke, man, he was locked in and saying, the Jazz blew 25-point lead. He said it every 30 seconds, and it's in between the voices going in and out from another world. It was quite, and so the fact that they blow it, they lose, I'm listening to it on the AM radio, it was a pretty horrific way to go out. It was pretty bad.
That's
who do you think runs the Jazz's Telegraph feed?
It's Frank Clayton, the old coach. Stop. Come and check out my chili.
Jazz blew 25. Stop. Point lead. Stop.
Frank Clayton on the other.
Continuing on with Clayton's sports roundup.
Wait.
Clayton, pass the ball to Clayton. He's got the chili.
Yeah, this is. All right, the ticker's coming in. Frank Clayton's tapping his index away. The way he used to report, those 2 fingers were amazing, like clicking a mouse. It was unbelievable. Before we go to that, Clay, I have a special segment this week before we move on, because we're not done with Sports Roundup. We're not done with Sports Roundup. Don't worry.
What are you doing?
But
You're
we
doing
must.
whatever we want here.
No, but we do. We must, Clay. We must do this. People, I'm sorry to say, but before we move on for the rest of Sports Roundup, it's time to bury a good friend. It's time to attend the funeral. Put on your best black wear. We must go to the funeral of the 20. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I gotta set this up really quickly. We must attend the funeral of the 2021. The 2021. We say goodbye to our good friends, the Utah Jazz 2020-2021 season. We say goodbye.
This is the first ever funeral with watermarks from stealing from free picture websites.
I left that on purpose. I left it on purpose for sure. Clay, I wanted to go through a couple things as we bury him. Clay, I want your thoughts as we put to rest. Notice your cool stance, dude, doing the trilby works well with the...
It's weird because you have to like lean.
Yeah, you kind of have to lean a little bit, yeah. So, Clayton, my thoughts are we put him in the grave first. Your thoughts on Joe Ingles this year, Joe Ingles this year, before we put him in the grave?
I mean, he had a great regular season, but pretty much disappeared in the playoffs. And what's concerning about him is he's getting old, man.
No,
don't know how much mileage he's got left.
He's gonna
be on his way to Australia soon.
It's true. He is going to get used to these findings because he's not too far from the grave, especially his career in basketball. We say goodbye. Throw some dirt on Joe Ingles. Goodbye, Joe. We throw some dirt on him. Our next one is Clarkson, our good friend Clarkson. This is from my shop last week. Clarkson now truly is hitchhiking from the Scipio Petting Zoo. He's on his way out of town. I don't know what he's up to. Your thoughts on Clarkson before the end of this as we bury him?
He had a hell of a year, sixth man of the year. He's a little wild in the playoffs, but I think the Jazz were just a little off kilter, so I don't blame him. He had an amazing season for us, and I think he's going to be great for another 5 years.
I hope so. I love him as a player. Glad to have him, but for this season, we throw some dirt on him. He is out. Oh, boy, this is a tough one. Our good friend, Utah does not deserve him. We love him so much. This is, of course, from him for my winning shop last week.
What's the caption
He
again?
says, that came from a U2 concert tour. That's what he says about that thing in there.
What everybody says in
yeah,
the passenger seat?
That came from a U2 concert tour. Your thoughts on Donovan Mitchell here at the end of this season? Such expectations, winning the league, winning the regular season, but not making it past the Clippers.
I don't know what we expect out of him. I mean, he
injured.
Yeah. Once again, great season. Unfortunate injury. What are you gonna do?
I know. We will.
He'll be back though. I mean, we got him till Charlie's 15 years old. So.
We hope so. We love him. Never go anywhere, Mitchell. You are a treasure in this Utah world.
We're still gonna throw some dirt on you.
Throw some dirt on you. All right. We also move on to Rudy. What a last couple and man, have the people who were already upset that he got Defensive Player of the Year. He shows yet again not to be the most effective in the playoffs. Clayton, your thoughts on Rudy Gobert?
Well, I don't want to make excuses, but he had one of the greatest defensive seasons that the NBA has ever seen statistically. But the Clippers played a style of game that got him out of where he's dominant, and they made us pay.
Well,
so I don't think by any means that means every team can do what the Clippers did.
Right.
It required us to be injured, and we didn't adjust. But he deserves to be Defensive Player of the Year, and I think he had a great season. It's just the Clippers game planned against him, game planned their whole entire offense around him, and took it down.
Poor guy's taking a lot. First of all, he caused the coronavirus, as everyone knows. He spread it throughout the whole world. I love this guy. It's tough seeing the crap he gets. He seems to be. He's a goofball. that whole thing with the microphones. It's a guy dear to my heart. He's goofing around. Ryan, chime in.
You're not gonna play my. You're not gonna play my. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Turn your head. There you go.
What's your hot take?
Yeah.
My hot take on Rudy Gobert is he was robbed of the playoff, just like I was robbed of last week's Photoshop bro.
All right. We move this along. You lost fair and square. So much better. I'm gonna throw dirt on you. That's who I'm throwing dirt on right now. I'm gonna throw some dirt on you right now. But we throw
Suns in 4. Suns in 4.
Suns in 4. All right. We throw some dirt on Rudy. Clayton, your thoughts on the coach? A lot of people gave him the business, didn't really in-game manage and switch things up. Here he is, Quinn Snyder, coach of the
that's a good one.
Utah Jazz.
I mean, I don't know what we expect out of him. I mean, he had two all-stars injured during the playoffs, and people were like, fire him.
I know.
I think that's a load. I mean, we'll be back next year. We'll be fine. Quinn Snyder is definitely a top-tier coach in the league. I think people just pop off, man, at the end of the year. Like
yeah, I agree. Just like
fire Quinn Snyder for who?
I know, right? He's taken this team. He's made him relevant again. He's made him exciting. I love this team a lot, but they did deliver a load in their pants. That's the Jazz. We throw some dirt on, of course, Coach Snyder. Next up, Ryan, your thoughts on Ryan Smith, the owner, the new owner. I think this is his first year, right? His first year owning the team. There he is, dunking.
He bought it. He didn't even own them the whole season. Didn't that come out kind of?
Oh yeah, it was like in the middle of the.
It's like the beginning of the season or something like that. Or
well, there he is.
The pandemic.
I don't know why they didn't put him in the game when he has these kind of skills. I mean,
he's got hoop dreams.
What is it about billionaires and their pants? I don't understand. This guy has the worst pants.
They all have
I don't dress well. I'm the first to admit.
Yeah, look at that Trilby. I know.
But the pants. I mean, these pants are worth more than my car. I don't know.
I know. Just look at that. Wait, Clay. Just look at that Trilby. I know the pants. What's it with these guys? They have to put basketball hoops in every building they own. All right. Well, I mean, I'd probably put a hockey rink if I could.
There's a trampoline under him, right?
Well,
there's got to be a trampoline shot.
That's true. Well, here we go. We're gonna help him. We're gonna throw dirt.
Throw some dirt.
Throw some dirt right on this very rich man. We throw dirt right in that hoop.
But let's just talk about ownership real quick. Yeah. By every measure, they've been great owners so far.
Yes.
Especially from like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bringing in Dwayne Wade.
Yeah, totally. I mean, what the hell?
I know, it's amazing. I love I'm very hopeful for this owner. Very excited about that. But we do throw dirt on him. The next one up. What the fuck am I supposed? I gotta throw these dumb T-shirts. I have all these playoff T-shirts because I went to the games. So let me just show you. I've got all these. Look at this. I got shirts all with 2021 playoffs on them, and they're all just gonna depress me. Not only that. What am I going to do with this damn thing? I'm not going to take note. I took note how you lost.
That was a good fake out saying that you have no black T-shirts. Ooh, buddy, you got one right there.
You took the long one on that one. I think somewhere in my Goodwill garbage bags in the garage, I've got a "Show Me the Title" from the '80s T-shirt. So.
I kind of like it.
Sad Jazz T-shirt right
there. It's a fine tradition of those, but I will say I'm very glad to have them because they're like going to be relics of this horrible, very sad year. I throw dirt on those really quickly. The last couple here. Next one, John Cleese. What are we supposed to do? He doesn't have much time left on this planet. This was his shot. John Cleese, noted super Jazz fan. This might have been his window until he is in the grave. This grave actually might be from him.
Huge Monty Python fan.
Absolutely.
Huge John Cleese fan. The fact that he's a Jazz fan is awesome.
Yes.
May he live to see us win the title.
And just for an extra things, I throw some dirt on John Cleese. We love you, respect you, love you so much, but you're probably going to die soon. Really quickly, all this dirt.
There should have been a parrot. There should have been a parrot in that dirt.
True. I'm going to throw.
What I'm talking about. It's a dead parrot.
Actually, I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to throw a tomato plant. We got a lot of dirt going in here. I think we could grow some good things here, so I'm going to throw some dirt on that. Hopefully we grow some tomatoes out of this grave. Last thing, while we're at it, why don't we just go ahead and throw John Stockton, anti-vaxxer, into this grave?
Geez.
Let's just go ahead and we'll toss him in there. That's all right. We got just throw a little dirt on him. All right, everybody, that has been, of course, a wonderful edition of a wonderful tradition, a sad tradition we'll never do again. Hopefully, the burying of the Utah Jazz. We back to Clayton Sports Roundup. Clyde, what else you got here in your Sports Roundup business?
After a 45-minute detour, I think we should take it to the music. I mean, the Padres are collapsing.
Yes.
Las Vegas Golden Knights have tied the series 2-2 with an amazing win in Montreal.
Padres won. Wait, they won
tonight. They play tonight.
No, but they're slumping. They've lost 5 out of the last 5 games. They've gone to 3rd place in their division. Last time we checked in, they were in number 1. They've had some trouble with COVID. They've had some trouble with injuries.
That Tatis, bum shoulder.
Bad stuff. Bad stuff. We have got, and of course, the Golden Knights, I thought were going to blow it because they were down 2-1 in the series, but they're coming back. My Sweet Knights, Clayton Sweet Knights, the world's sweet Golden Knights, tied up the series last night in a hell of a game. It was actually a very bad game from them, but they pulled it out. Thank God. Maron, Robin Leonard takes in the net over Marc-Andre Fleury. We'll see how that goes. Both, that's the luxury of having two great goaltenders, but hopefully they're on their way to a Stanley Cup. All right, people.
Let's go.
We're switching things up this week. Normally we would have gone through sports, not only sports roundup, but point of Ordah. Ordah to that. We're going to come back after our first music break to do point of Ordah. There's no You Shop Bro here tonight. No You Shop Bro. But there is a wonderful video edition of Utah City's quiz, as well as plenty of other goofs, gags, and I don't know, good times with your friends Polyester Blend.
Goof gags and gongs.
Goof gags and gongs. Got to doff your trilby, bro. Drop your trilby.
That's not the trilby. Oh, sorry, dude. I'm trying to figure out what song I'm supposed to play.
Oh, yeah. Be on top of that. People, I have put the link to the Zoom in the YouTube chat. Feel free to join. Wait, quick. Blake Perez, can you hear us? Blake, are you there?
Loud and clear.
Oh, my God. Your car's going. What is happening?
Yeah, they did the same thing that we did. It was awesome.
Wait, they just fixed it. They just took care of it. They knew what they were doing.
They just got the tire off, and then they put the tire on. So we're on our way home.
God bless.
Watch PBL on the big screen.
Well, that's Fred. Join us tonight. Blake, if you want to help with Pat and being the lifeline in the quiz tonight, that'd be great to have you join and be the lifeline tonight. Yeah, be the lifeline tonight. Utah City's quiz, video edition of Utah City's quiz. You'll find out more, Blake. I'm glad you're on the road. I'm glad you're moving. Clayton, are you ready for your first song here tonight? Your face makes me think you're either taking a dump or you just got...
Come on, man.
What's going on? What's the face? What's happening? All right, you got your music ready to go, my friend?
Home, yes.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
As we did the Jazz funeral. It's a sad night for the 2020-21 season. We're sad to lose the Jazz. Take note, they lost. Take that note. They are gone. And we needed to get through it, so we thought we'd help you with a little therapy here tonight. We're going to go through the 7 stages of grief. The 7 stages of grief through music. So we start in the first phases, what are they again, Clay? The first phases are, what is it, anger?
Misery.
Yeah, anger. It's all the bad stuff. This is all the bad stuff. So it's shock, denial, pain, anger. These are the first stages of grief. But we're going to work through it and eventually get out of it. So, Clayton, you're first up. What is the song you're playing? Your first song in this stage of grief?
Well, I was my initial concept of my my playlist tonight was going to be every single song was going to have the same title, "Been Down This Road Before." And I did find 3 or 4 songs that could have fit the bill, but then I wanted to play some other ones that are real bangers. These songs called "Been Down This Road Before," they all tend to be very slow. This is not slow. It's a smoking hot jazz song.
Hell yeah.
Came out last year by this dude named Clifford Andy Bay on saxophone.
Oh, baby.
Check this dude out. I'd never heard this song before, but I had to play it when I heard it.
All right, this is Clay's first song. Then a song from Ryan. 2 song set, songs of shock, denial, pain, anger, the first steps of grief. We come back with point of Ordah. Ordah, a lot to get to here tonight. And as we go out, I will just do this. People, I've introduced the basketball hoop in here. If I score this, the Jazz will win the championship next year. If I miss it, they won't. Clayton, press play on your song. If I get this, the Jazz will win the championship next year. Kind of. It went up and in and then back out again. So I'll count it. People, 2 songs, Polyester Blend. We'll be back after a 2-song break. We love you. Join the Zoom if you want. Morning here tonight, Polyester Blend. Poly Blend.
I know for sure, been down this road before, a road that never seems to end. I know for sure I've seen it all before. What goes around is coming round again. I know for sure. Been down this road before. Been down this road before. Tell the story about the way things used to be. It sounded like they were describing the world today. So sad to say, I know for sure. Been down this road before. The same old story, just a different day. I know for sure. Been down this road before. Been down this road before. I heard somebody say that they don't like the way some people look or pray. Stand your ground, ask questions later. Okay to shoot them down, long as they're black or brown. We need a change today to find a better way. I know for sure. Been down this road before. A road that never seems to end. I know for sure I've seen it all before. What goes around is coming around again. I know for sure. Been down this road before. Been down this road before. I know for sure that only love can cure. As history repeats itself, and then I know for sure it's time to close the door. And if not now, then who knows where or when? I know for sure. Been down this road before. Been down this road before. Been down this road before. Down this road before. Been down this road before.
Mr. Uptoe, you're right. That was some sort of funeral from Ireland. You got that right. We look in the YouTube.
Feels weird.
What the hell's that? Oh my God, some stupid ad. Yes, we have here in the chat, we had, of course, the wonderful, great Mr. Utah Pow. I always say Uptoe. Mr. Utah Pow. He says, for some reason, it's in Ireland. Yes, we don't know why. The funeral, it was just probably for tax reasons. They had the funeral over there. And then Jeremy, I know, no shop, bro. I'm sorry. These guys were busy. Clayton doesn't have a valid copy of Photoshop. We got to figure out how to get him some shop. And then, of course, Ryan was coming back from Vegas. But don't you worry. UShop will be back next week. Polyester Blend will be back next week. Clay Dog, your first pick on that Songs of 7 Stages of Grief. What were your thoughts there on that first song you played there? Oh, wait. Clay, you're muted, bro. Bruh.
Breaking news.
Oh, whoa.
Kind of, I know we're done with Sports Roundup.
Yes, but what's up?
Today, the Carl Nassib, player for the Las Vegas Raiders, came out as the first active openly gay player in the NFL. Which is
what? Wow. Fuck yeah.
Which is a huge deal.
Wait a second. What about the kissing guy?
There was a former NFL player who was not currently signed to a team who came out as gay, but was not on an active roster and never made a team after that. So this is the first
what's his
active
name?
NFL player. Carl Nassib, Nassib.
That's great. I mean, good for him.
And
the fucking courage, man. The fucking courage it takes. Just like the courage it takes. No, I was going to say. People, we respect
the courage to
do Polyester Blend.
You're going to equate coming out as gay to doing the Polyester Blend.
Oh, God. Guess what?
I'm glad you stopped.
I got one in the chamber, Clay. It's for me, and I got to go. You know what I mean? Good Lord.
No, but that's,
Whoops. I shouldn't have done it.
It's a big deal.
Oh, that's great. We doff all of our caps, our trilbies, our baseball caps. I don't have the gong. Oh, shit. This is going to be hard with the gong.
As far as my pick, I don't know. I mean, what did you guys think? I mean, I did make a mistake. I said Andy Bay was on sax. Andy Bay was on the trumpet.
Don't be an idiot.
What an idiot.
Stupid.
But if you were following along to the lyrics, they really captured my mood.
Yeah, it was a sad one. That was a sad one. I'm noticing.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a Tom Waits melancholy kind of vibe to that.
I know, for sure.
But
we're down this road before.
Where you had the sadness, Ryan really had that shock, that pain, that anger.
The anger.
Ryan,
yeah.
What'd you pick? You picked Waves. Destroy.
Waves, featuring the singer from Fucked Up. Very, very good crossover, I think. Those
two songs slammed well together, I thought.
Yeah.
They mixed really
well. That's the song that I think of when I picture my cat destroying something. I think that's the song in his head. So also works for when sports teams let you down.
That's a good point. Right, Clay, am I here? Is our Tada dude, is he doing a show right now?
Oh, can you hear him?
No, I just love it. You've got a media empire going on. Dad's doing his YouTube.
He's currently doing like a Minecraft video on the other way.
Go check that later. It'll be posted later on YouTube on Tada Dude. I'll never get it right. Charlie, the hit. I'm going to say we need some residuals from that, Clay. I'm going to say we need some residuals on that. Very exciting stuff. But
first one to 20 viewers wins.
Charlie's got us beat. It's a done deal at this point. And we got Blake Perez checking in throughout the night. Glad he's okay. We got producer Rob is out there somewhere. Pat Munger's still here. Failed treasure hunter, successful quiz writer. He's going to be around here tonight. I think what we're going to do, Pat, is that I think you're going to help Clayton out and Blake's going to help Ryan out. You guys will have your own lifelines.
I love it.
So we'll see that later on here tonight. But first, we haven't gotten to it. We have a lot going on in the world. I felt like we needed to do this. People, it's time for one of our hit segments where we go over some of the local news, and some of this is actually outside of local news. But it is time for the hit segment everybody loves, they can't get enough of, and you know when I'm stalling, it's because I have to figure out where to go. It's time for Ordah, point of order, Ordah. Wait, Charlie wants back in. Do we let I guess that's a no. I mean, I'm happy. I'd love to let him in.
Wait, go ahead. He'll just.
Charlie's joining us again. The hit entrepreneur, the creator behind the Tada Dude. I'm never going to get that right. YouTube channel. Charlie is coming back in. He was here, gave us great takes, how he thinks Mike Connolly sucks. And
Hold
wants
on
him
for
traded.
a second. Don't let him in yet. Let's get moving on the skit.
Okay.
Keep the show going.
Okay, I'm gonna put him in the waiting room for a little bit. We love you so much, Charlie. People, we get back to the skit, as Clayton so nicely put it. We're getting back to
I said bit.
We're getting back to it. Let's get back to the little bit you guys are doing over there. Here we go. What we got here, the first time we like to go. Clay, don't you like to? This is where you get your news here on Polyester Blend. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I don't hate this skit.
Now this is a tough one. Ryan, this is all of us here in the West. Did you guys see this article out of the Guardian? Potentially the worst drought in 1,200 years. Exactly how much I make on Alien Slot Machine in dollars every time I play in Vegas. But we do not win. We actually ran out of money. We ran out of water. Kind of a big deal out here in the West. Clayton, your thoughts? Did you happen to read this article at all?
Not the specific one, but I obviously have been following this.
Well, you follow it because you live it. But this guy is a professor of climate dynamics from Utah State University, Simon Wang, and he was.
He's a very handsome man.
Very handsome.
I didn't know scientists could be good looking.
Hey, I'm smarter than all you husky fucking idiots on Polyester Blend, and I'm super hot. So fuck off. Fuck you. Speaking of super hot, the Earth, specifically Western United States on this Earth. But yes, a wonderful Simon Wang. Professor, I don't know, doctor? You can be a professor without being a doctor. I don't know. Anyway, Simon Wang is out there. He talks about studying in a backyard with a bunch of people up doing a barbecue now that we can all get together. And it was 107 degrees. And they all the students left. They were like, we can't really do this outside. It's too hot.
The computer's overheated and broke.
Yeah, it's insane what's going on. Here in the Schledio, I have an air conditioning unit, but it's still by the evening. I'm working out here because this is my office. I'm sweating right now. That's because of how much. That's flop sweat for you kids at home. But
it's hard to yell. It's hard to yell for an hour and a half straight.
I know. This is what happens to you. You work up quite a sweat.
I wonder how many calories you burn just by having a lot of volume.
Not enough. Not enough.
On my way to Vegas, I stopped in Baker. Saw the world's tallest thermometer reach over 120. I felt what 120 feels like, and man, it's real hot.
Yeah.
Baker, baby. Baker. Is Bun Boy still open?
I don't think so. I always stop at the Del Taco. That's kind of my. I kind of have a special place in my heart for that Del Taco in Baker.
We have actual audio, Ryan. We have audio of you.
Audio of him leaving the Del Taco.
No. He saw the thermometer. Ryan saw the thermometer, and he just waited until I found the thing I'm looking for, and he stalled for a little bit until he found it. And
is that where you proposed to your wife?
And then
Taco and Baker.
I can't find it.
Yeah. What's the problem?
Damn it! I can't find the stupid sound effect. It was gonna be worse.
It's just so stereotypical.
It was gonna be such a.
If the cheese in your bean and cheese burrito isn't melted when you get it, you just put it on the hood of your car, baby, and it's give it 2 minutes, and it's nice and crispy.
When Ryan, that night and the way it was in this is what it was like for Ryan.
Hey, baby, you looking hot tonight?
That was him saying it to the thermometer.
Wow, that's what you were digging for, man? Wow.
They all can't be winners, all right? Some of them gotta be stinkers. All right, everybody. So, Simon, just talking, we've all experienced it. It's been horrific here in Utah, in the West in general. And it doesn't help that beyond that, we need this water. I don't know if you noticed this, but we kind of live off this stuff. We can't. What is my Gin Ricky without a little bit of seltzer water? You know what I mean? My official Gin Ricky jar from the Polyester Blend. Clay, your thoughts? Is it not just overwhelmingly depressing?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see the other articles that you're going to bring up. And is that your overwhelming depressing dance?
No, that's my Ordah dance. This song, I love this mix.
I don't know if this is in your litany of articles that we have to go through really fast here because we're way behind. But
there's no you shot, bro. We got to make up for time. There
was an article that came out today, and I know this is a very small silver lining, but what is happening in Glen Canyon is actually kind of interesting.
We'll get to that.
We'd get to that.
Because I want to go through. I bring up that it's overwhelming, depressing because the heat has been horrific. The water, the fact that the drought, the fact that Trumpism doesn't seem to go away. All these things are horrific. And another one of these horrific things that I saw, did you see this, Clay? This is some bone-chilling news. Former, and he's forever, member of the total piece of shit Hall of Fame, Eamon Bundy announces run for Idaho governor. That'd be amazing, Utah. Jeez. I think that's going to be Eric Mustos. He is an early member. The old computer crashed, so I have to recreate the total piece of shit Hall of Fame. But he was an early entry into this, doing bullshit throughout the pandemic.
My immediate thought was he would never have a chance, but then I realized Idaho loves potatoes. Sorry. He's got a potato thing going on.
He looks like a big sack of potatoes. He should be in jail. This man stormed and occupied what is it? It was a national wildlife refuge. One of the members then gets in a shootout and gets killed, and this guy gets off scot-free for not what the fuck is that? This guy should be in jail. And let us not forget one of my favorite photos of all time during the pandemic when he gets handcuffed to a fucking chair in Idaho. I mean, this guy's a total.
He could go hang gliding with that hat. That's pretty.
That's a 10 barrel.
Wild.
You can put a bunch of potatoes in there, as Clayton would say. But here's the deal, people. Eamon Bundy's a member of the Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame, and you can only go so far in the Total Piece of Shit Hall of Fame because you're in it. It's once you're in it. What else are we supposed to do? Oh, that's right. A while ago, we introduced a new thing, and we gave it to Eric Mustos. The Total Piece of Shit Brown Brain Award. And that's right, we must open the halls, even though I have to recreate it, but we'll still do a version of it. People, we must enter the hallowed, very smelly, stinky, gross halls.
I'm glad my son is not on.
All right, that's good that he's on. Total Piece of Shit of Hall of Fame. And there was a guy who almost was on it. Gerke and I were texting about that earlier. But we must order. We must award the highest honor. The highest honor. Well, until they do more shit, then we'll make more things. Eamon Bundy. Watch the screen here for a second, Clay. Because there's going to be a swear word on it. We give to Eamon Bundy the Total Piece of Shit Brown Brain Award. That's right. The highest honor. Here, I'll hide it a little bit so you can't see the shit part. So we have awarded Eamon Bundy the Brown Brain Award. Good job.
Word,
sorry, buddy. Sorry, Chard.
Little piece of beef.
Chard, smash that button.
Smash that subscribe button.
Not to this guy.
Yeah, that's right. Well, to me, we are not going to like that guy, Eamon Bundy. Anyway, that was some bad news. Eamon Bundy, he's just a bad news. That's why, John Krasinski made so much money off of this. I thought maybe we should delve into it. It's time to go through some of these positive things. One thing positive coming on this point of Ordah this week. Did you see this, Clay? Some of the hashtag DesNat troops. Remember, we talked about this earlier this summer. These miscreants, these monsters, little weasels on Twitter. Who represented this army?
They were just bored during the pandemic.
Exactly.
And DesNat would have never existed without the pandemic.
Absolutely. Just like Polyester.
People are like, there's something else to do. Yeah, just like Polyester.
But we outlasted them, those fucking sons of bitches. We outlasted them. So, Ryan, do you remember the DesNat at all? Do you remember these guys, the military Mormons who were starting, they're very far right wing.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're kind of slowly fading away. Not unlike Polyester Blend, we get stronger every time one of these DesNat guys leaves the internet. We outlasted them. They're slowly fading away because they're afraid of being outed. We put our faces, we put our mugs on the internet right away. We weren't afraid of who we were, except our growing girth. But we're proud of what we do here on Polyester Blend. We can show our faces unlike these little rats. You get back underneath the Manti Temple and go cry under there, you little miscreants. Anyway, Des Nats are gone. Great news. You were talking about this. Ryan, did you see this article? Clayton clearly did. One very interesting thing that comes out of this drought, comes out of this sad, scary time with no water, is the fact that Lake Powell is drying up. What once was one of the most beautiful series of canyons, Glen Canyon and all this, is now starting to reappear, Ryan. Did you hear about this?
No, I have not. That's a fantastic photo. Look at that.
I was thinking about
is that shopped, bro?
No.
You know what?
That's what we could have grown up with this, Ryan. Go ahead, Clay.
Oh, just that double arch in that meadow. It's like the great irony of this is the drought has reemerged this scene, after ruining it for 60, 65 years. And now it's only to be exposed and then ruined by Instagram. So it's pick your poison there. Beautiful double arch with meadow.
Oh, good call, Clay. There's going to be so many influencers doing like that kind of pose. Like,
yeah.
They're going to be going down there. But it's like,
yeah. There's going to be a lot of TikToking in that meadow.
Sons in 4.
Sons in 4. Sons in 4. Sons in
That's
4.
a popular Instagram post.
Yeah, Sons in 4, the new motto of Polyester Blend. Sons in 4. Just really interesting news. Great news. Complicated news in that it's only for the short time. And like you said, Clay, it's just a matter of time until shit happens again. For whatever it's worth, Lake Powell. I remember when I was a kid and they were starting to point out how many layers of shit there was at the bottom of Lake Powell from people just pooping into it. There's also, there's some historic sites. I once on a map saw this thing. It was called the Father's Stairs of Our Fathers, something like this.
I mean, the Crossing of the Fathers.
The Crossing of the Fathers. Thank you. You know about this. This amazing spot that was a remnant from the Jesuit priests who came into Utah, the first Europeans to come into Utah, made their way up to Utah Valley. Spanish Canyon, anybody? Spanish Fork? Come on. Now, there was these stairs that the priests had made into the rock to cross. I mean, talk about the first influencers, Clay. And then
hashtag for stairs. Hashtag Father Francisco.
Father Francisco, them making that stairs is like going to get your photo taken in a tub at Mystic Hot Springs now. But that is buried underneath water. What's left of it, we wonder. Maybe it'll be exposed again. I don't know. I don't know the extent of how much is being shown, but it'll be very interesting to check out. And the last thing here, and by the way, Ordah humans doing a bad job, just in general. Let's just say that. Especially the Jazz. Take note.
Yeah.
Oof. Sons in 4. Here's what I'll tell you right now. Last bit of good news in Ordah, Point of Ordah. The guy behind Point of Ordah, the face of Point of Ordah, John Bercow. He was, of course, the Speaker of the Parliament, House of Commons. I can't remember what he was. The former...
Yes, I believe it was the House of Commons.
Speaker of the House of Commons. I got it right. I know my British government.
The Lords aren't going to have somebody going, Ordah!
Yeah, you're right. Or they're all just like money and fucked up.
They're like,
they're all blue bloods and all that shit.
Very good.
But John Bercow switches parties in England, comes out saying that he leaves a party that has become reactionary and xenophobic. And he joins the, he defects to Labour from the Tories, his longtime political affiliation. Ordah, Point of Ordah. I'm not going to speak for his whole, I don't know the man's absolute background and what he's done. I can't speak to it being 100% good. Certainly can't be. I mean, who knows what's going on out there. But I do like this move. You said Ordah, very funny and in a very serious place for a long time. I love that. Ordah, Point of Ordah.
John Bercow. I don't pretend to know enough about politics in across the aisle there, in the Great Britain, but I'm all for people changing parties and changing their mind on things. There's not enough of that. That's a human trait.
Wow.
That you should change your mind. You should learn. You should be able to move and change as you get older and as political parties change. So look at the Republican Party, how much it's changed in the past 25 years.
Exactly. And also, I forgot to tell Chatmaster Jeremy, because there's no You Shop Bro tonight for you to judge, but just come on whenever you want. Whenever you want, Jeremy. Just come on.
Are we gonna do another music break before Comics Corner, or what are we doing here?
What do you need that to happen?
Yeah, I have some parenting to do. Yes.
All right. Is your parenting going to be longer than? Because we could just do Comics Corner without you, if that would be easier for you.
Let's do a music break, then Comics Corner, and then I'll be back by then.
Okay. Let me here, Clay. All right. Let's do that really quickly, though, Clay. We must get on to one last thing.
I can hang out for a couple
more minutes. Just a couple more minutes here. John Barrico, Ordah, point of Ordah. We say Ordah. To that amazing. I'm glad. It just takes a lot. Again, I like. They talk about how people like, what was that? Was that misquote or from Winston Churchill? Whoever. It's like, well, when you're younger, you're lefty, and when you get older, you become like a conservative or some bullshit like that. I just like to see the growth of a human as they get older, and it's all about that, like you said earlier, Clay. We will be getting close to another music break. We're all doing songs of grief here tonight. 7 stages of grief, in fact, and all the songs reflecting that. In honor of our sweet jazz, take note. They lost. Take that note down. Write it down in your notebook. You could do a composition book or a legal pad, whatever you want to do. But, gentlemen, really quickly, before we go to our break, then we come back with Ryan's Comics Corner right into the Cities Quiz video edition here tonight. I went up to Flaming Gorge this weekend. went camping.
Oh, we're going to get vacation slides. Cute.
Well, kind of. I just want, before we get to that, you'll see, we'll see about that later on. But I just want to bring this fact up really quickly. I was up there and I saw some cool stuff. I went to some markers. Oh, I'm going to introduce that next week. Producer Rob will be happy about this. We're going to do a Polyester Blend marker challenge next week. But I wanted to show off this week that I was at Red Canyon Lodge. Have you been up there, Clay? Red Canyon Lodge?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, my God. Is that not fucking... Like, I know Flaming Gorge. I've gone down A, B, and C a bunch of times. I've camped around there. For whatever...
friend of the show, Andrew Haley's, like, uncle by marriage or something like that owns Red Canyon. But, yeah,
I didn't know that.
That's a great historical spot. I mean, wonderful place. Did you eat there?
I did not eat there. We camped just a little bit down. I saw a herd of bighorn sheep right there. I'd never seen the view up there. And speaking of complicated, Clayton, like the idea that like Lake Powell's, it's really gross and shouldn't be there, but it's really beautiful. Like Flaming Gorge shouldn't be there. Good Lord, is it pretty? And that view from the Red Canyon, oh my God, just absolutely gorgeous right there. But
Flaming Gorge doesn't lose as much water as
there you go. Fair play.
Lake Powell.
But really quickly, Clay, when I was looking, I always look through the brochures, the pamphlets, because that's what I do. I like to be informed. I like seeing that stuff. You never know. And I saw something that at first I was like, Zap. And I was like the music guy, Zap and Roger?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got closer and I was like, no, it doesn't say just Zap. It says Zap the Zebra. That's right. An entire instructional pamphlet explaining the dangers of the quagga, or known as the zebra mussel. That's right. Really quickly, people, we must bring up the war. PBL, of course, at war with the quagga mussel.
Episode without this.
You thought, but this is a war, Clay. We have to be on guard here. And as a part of this, and let's not forget...
I like how I'm the 3-star general, but I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, really quick, Clay, it's a great...
it's a quagga war.
It's a quagga war. Really quick thing that you introduced.
Very simple.
Really cool thing that you, as the general and leader of this war against the quagga, so everyone, we say no to the quagga. They're very invasive. We've talked about this before, how, if you bring us 50 pounds, 100 pounds, 500 pounds, you got all this stuff, guess what? We're changing it this week. If you just bring us 50 pounds of dead quagga to my house, 50 pounds of it, you get Clayton's car and Clayton's cabin, as well as a bunch of Clayton's stem cells. So just bring us 50 pounds. You get all that for one package. But
very flattering Photoshop job you've done.
Always for that. And really quickly, I must bring this up. This pamphlet's really good, and I just want to show the pamphlet really quickly. I introduced this new thing. It's called the pamphlet cam. Blend. And so you can see it right here. Here's the pamphlet. Yeah, a little bit right there. Change this a little bit. So here's the pamphlet. Yeah, it's very exciting. And I just want to go. It's got some really, really good information. It shows you all the waterways where the quaggas have really. You see, Utah's been kind of spared so far. Not so good back east. But you have lots of things, and it gives you it just shows you what it does to the animal life, and it really is invasive and pretty bad. And one of the things I saw here on the back is that there's just a little thing right here. Oh my God! You guys, do you see it? I got it. Oh, I got it. Oh my God! Look at that.
Quagga pamphlet.
The Quagga pamphlet came with the Quagga.
Oh,
That's how they get you.
Should have hosed it down first.
That's how they fucking get you. You never see it coming, guys.
I went to Wyoming and went kayaking recently. We had a Quagga washdown.
You are at war. That's why you are our general in this war against the Quagga.
You should have seen this 17-year-old kid that was working for the Wyoming Department of Fish and Wildlife. He was training for something.
Have you guys heard of our Polyester Blend War on Quagga initiative? If you bring some guy in Utah 50 pounds of them, you get a cabin or something.
It was basically that, although he had never heard of it.
Anyway. The war on quaggas continue, and
before we do go to that break, I don't know if this bit is done. Sorry, are you continuing on? Someone does want to say goodnight.
Oh! Should we bring him back on here? We must bring him on. Is he a quagga? Is he a quagga? Because I'm not letting him back on.
Quagga free.
Quagga free. Okay.
Quagga is.
Oh, we got our good friend, host of the Tada Dude. I did it. Tada Dude YouTube channel. The wonderful, talented Charlie. Charlie, what's up, dude?
What's up, dog?
What's up, dog? Char. What's up, bro? You about to go to bed? You off to Z-Land, get some snooze?
Yeah, I'm not really sad about it because I'm going to have a good night since it's summer. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, bro. Bro, I love your channel. I love your stuff. Keep up the good work. We're sending all the poly heads to go check out Tada Dude on YouTube. We're going to make that channel great. It's already great. Good night, Charlie. It's good to see you, buddy.
Respect! Wait 1 second.
Okay.
Well,
this is something that had to be said. I said it in chat.
Oh, God.
It just says but.
What did you say? But?
Just says but.
But! You got us again, Charlie. That's better than any humor we have here tonight. You're the best, Char. Char. We'll see you at the barbecue, and we'll char up some char. We'll see you, buddy.
Okay. Yeah. Bye.
All right, Charlie. It's like play some music, and then we're gonna go to bed.
It's like seeing my humor. It's like a real audience again for my humor. It's very good stuff. All right, everybody. We're gonna go
very cut out for the 8-year-old.
He's good. He's very good. It is a good 8-year-old show.
His timing is wonderful.
Lots of swears, but Polyester Blend is on the level of your children. 2-song set. We come back.
Well, I gave you fair warning.
What?
I just gave you fair warning that he was coming on, and you did a great job of holding your swears down to a minimum.
I try. I only said hell. Sorry about that. We're going to come back after a 2-song set. We move through the stages of grief. In fact, we are on to a new section of the stages of grief. We're on to, what are we on to, gentlemen? We're on to burps. We're on to depression. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a hard week for Utah Jazz fans. For Utah general.
There's a Soul Asylum song in this set. I'm definitely going into a depression.
Oh boy. First up though, Clay, set up DJ.
There's a Soul Asylum song and then 50 Stone Temple Pilots song. That's bad.
Clayton's favorite. He was early on STP. He was like, this is maybe as good as grunge gets. Clay.
No, actually, this kid, I remember in my freshman year in high school, this kid showed me an STD CD, and I was like, STD. STP. Excuse me. STP. And I was like, who are these posers? Look at that dude.
I know. Wow, come on now.
Sorry. But then they had that decent album, like the third one in.
No, which one? Which one?
You know, the one that was not bad.
I can't count how many they had that were good.
Okay, well, let's get, this is Deja Vu, Crosby, Stills, Nash. Probably going to get us blocked on a bunch of stuff, but it's too perfect.
Okay, Deja Vu from Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I was hoping it was the band Deja Vu and Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
I was going to do a Deja Vu song, but I decided to do this one.
All right, play this song. We're going to play 2 songs about depression, with Clayton's first pick, and then Ryan's next pick. You're going to love it, 90s fans. We're going to have a big time with this top hit. And then we'll be back with Ryan's Comics Corner. Very exciting edition of it. And then right into Utah City's quiz.
I'll get it as soon as I can. after
Okay.
slumber time.
We'll go through Comics Corner to stall until we get to you. 2-song set, Polyester Blend. We love you. Join the Zoom. Jeremy, join the Zoom. Whoever wants to join the Zoom, just join the Zoom. We'll hang out. Polyester Blend, 2-song set. We're back with Ryan's Comics Corner. Watch out for quaggas. Poly Blend.
If I had ever been it before, I would probably know just what to do. Don't you? If I had ever been it before on another time around the wheel, I would probably know just how to deal with all of you. And I feel like I've been here before. Feel like I've been here before. And you know, it makes me wonder what's going on. The ground. Do you know
Tonight, I'll be eating
no
fried.
Leslie Jones. No Leslie Jones. We have no time for that. Oh, that song for those 90 heads out there. Good stuff.
Everybody loves it.
Everyone loves it. I love it.
Clay Dog loves it.
Clay Dog loves it. That's what he puts to Charlie. That's how Charlie goes to bed every night. He listens to that sweet, sweet song, puts him to a sweet sleep.
Was that from their like follow-up album, or
Yes.
was that on? Okay.
That was Let Your Dim Light Shine, which CD I bought in, I think I was in 5th grade.
Jeremy,
just for that song.
Jeremy, I hope you take note of which album that came off of, please. Take
Ryan
note.
Bradford, that
Hey, Schlegel, do you?
What? Oh, we were at the same game and we didn't meet up like I was too depressing, Jeremy. I was so depressed during that game. My God.
Yeah, it was very depressing, but
Thanks for wearing it, dude. Look at us. We got our take notes.
was it the curse of the Schleg Jerabino, I guess?
Schlegamiri. Like Jeremy. Schlegamiri. The place of the Schlegamiri. When we show up, they're going to lose. Pat, what were you going to say?
Oh, just that song was James Caan in Misery for me.
And Ryan plays the part of what's her name?
I'm Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates, Oscar Award winner for that.
I'm hobbling your feet and also your will to enjoy good music.
But wait, I want to hear this really quickly before we go to Ryan's Comics Corner. Pat, what's your thoughts on Stephen King?
He's the coolest.
See, I like finding common ground. Besides his weird sexual stuff. But yeah, and I've never read those books. I just hear it from Ryan.
I didn't read those books either.
I will say that is my favorite Soul Asylum song.
Oh! Did that sweet boy?
God.
Like,
no, but I mean,
feel like-
I do not like Soul Asylum, but that is my favorite.
Well,
Soul
it's weird because I know you're a big Replacements fan, right?
I am.
Is that
I
correct?
am. Yeah, it's Minnesota, but like second gen. They're.
I feel like you can't not like Soul Asylum, but also like Replacements.
Oh, that's very easy to do, sir.
Could you imagine Prince being like,
Catch me outside on that one. Oh, and then Prince going, like, yeah, you guys, who are you people?
I like Prince being like, I like that Soul Asylum.
Prince is like, I like Husker Du.
Yeah. Anyway, he does what he does to that one lady in the lobby of the hotel to Soul Asylum.
Oh.
Oh.
That's Darling Nikki, sir.
Oh,
To
Darling
you.
Nikki. All right, everybody. We're here.
Or like runaway, I don't know, train?
Let's keep it going here, people.
Yeah, okay.
Let me tell you how you change a tire when it's stuck, all right?
Land of 1,000 whack-offs. All right, everybody. What we do here on Polyester Blend is a very special segment. And last week, if you weren't here, you weren't privy to it. You're going to give a little introduction to from last week, right, Ryan, I assume?
Yeah, I just put in the original comic that we read last week.
Good. People, this is a hit segment that's been going on basically since the beginning of Polyester Blend. Also, the Zoom link should be copied in there. I'll post it again. If you want to join the show tonight, any point, who cares? Just join. I think this is just going to be an evergreen. Whenever you want to join the show, Zoom link's going to be in there. Just join us. People, we are going to a segment that has been a long-standing tradition on Polyester Blend. Might be one of the most on the Mount Rushmore. It's definitely.
Did you see Gurky's props on your Quinn
I was
image?
really happy about that because
I mean, that's true. That we cycle through this a lot and
That-
don't get to catch it.
Yeah.
I love how he gets the recap. He scoops up all the quality on his catch up.
There is a fine tradition of polyheads out there who don't watch the show live because why would you? You got stuff going on. I understand. But what I love about this show is that it's here the whole week. You come in and check it out. That's what I try to. That's my pitch to people. You don't have to watch it live. We love you live, and it's more fun to have people here live. But always.
Just reading here in the chat, Patrick, you said the song was so good. Were you talking about Frustrated Incorporated, or were you talking about something else?
Deja vu.
Oh, hell yeah. See?
Mr. Utah Pow.
What's up, Bradford?
Mr. Utah Pow gets
What's up, Bradford?
Mr. Utah Pow gets it. The Zoom link is in the YouTube chat. Join us. But you can always watch the show the rest of the week. I think it's if you're doing some monotonous work and you want some monotonous humor that just is like grinding and kills you. No, if you want a show that I think it's a good way to hang out during the day with your old pals, the Polyheads, the Polyverses, all of us Husky boys. Just check it out. But we stall. I wait too long to get to this hit segment. It's an evergreen. Oh, producer Rob's coming in. We go to an evergreen, people. It's time for a segment where he reads them and brings them.
He reads them and brings them.
It's time for Ryan's Comics Corner, everybody! Ryan, what? We have a very special edition, I feel like, this week. What do we have here, Ryan?
Oh, right. This is a special edition of Ryan's Comics Corner, which I'm going to unofficially call it Mary Worth Your While.
Whoa!
As we saw last week, we visited a very incendiary version of Mary Worth. I had no idea what was going on beforehand, but this one shook me to my core. Let's get through this one that we visited last week real quick.
We had a lot of intrigue from this last week. A lot of intrigue.
Yeah, classic two-paneler. You got two women yelling at each other, very angry. The one on the left says, "Look who's here. I didn't know trash could walk." And then the woman on the right says, "You should talk. Since you're leaving, the trash is taking itself out." And then in the second panel, you got this man watching in disbelief. And the two women are swearing at each other. You don't know what they're saying. Their voice bubbles are covered up by just, symbols. And so that is what we were left with last week.
When did Mary Worth become Jerry Springer? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I think this is high class. This is high quality, Jerry Springer.
We were all left in suspense after this.
We called for it.
Are you saying you threw this up? This was a couple blends ago, right?
No, this is last week.
Oh, was that last week? Jeez, man.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
All right.
My
brain is broken.
With all the jazz heartbreak.
Yeah, I know.
I know,
it's
right?
been a long
I've been
week.
down a long and lonely road.
And we're going to get through
I've
those
been through
stages of
before.
grief. The music tonight is all stages of grief. We've gotten through anger,
I
shock,
feel like
pain.
I've been on this road before.
Oh, we're going to get through this. But
Frustrated, Incorporated.
I'm not even going to try to do it like a Crosby, Stills and Nash impression. That'd be really annoying.
All right, that's everybody laughing on the chat. People, Ryan, this was last week's Mary Worth, or when was this?
This was Monday's Mary Worth, I believe,
okay. So
from last week.
So what are we about to see?
So we are going to see what played out after that.
Okay.
More or less. There were a few days that I missed, but it's shocking. Like, you're going to see the inner workings of Mary Worth and Karen Moy and June Brigman, who author the comic now. So let's go to the next one.
Here we go. The
You wanna
next.
scroll down.
This is an all Mary Worthwhile edition of Ryan's Comics Corner.
Worthwhile, yes.
Oh, whoops! Did I do it? Is that right?
Oh, I think you.
Did I delete it?
I think you deleted
Whoops.
something.
All right, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, here we go. I just wanted to separate these two. Okay, here we go. The next one, right after what we just saw.
So the next one is just as shocking. You'll see the dates.
This is literally my dream come true, like diagnosing Mary Worth. I mean, I've been telling people for years.
I know, man.
There should be an entire show about this.
Ryan's
But shocking in a different way than you might be expecting. So as you'll notice like classic two-panelers for all of these. We don't need to go through the format of them. So after that incredibly incendiary outbreak between the two women, suddenly you got this man looking at this woman's wrist. It's dermatitis that I'll give you an ointment for. She's like, is that all you got?
She went from the spat and went straight to her dermatologist?
Right.
Yeah, apparently. So the man, as we can presume, is a dermatologist. He's looking at her wrist. He's like, is that all you've got? We haven't seen each other for over a year. And second panel, he's like, Shauna, you broke my heart. You needed to work on yourself. And then she says, and I did, and here we are.
So
but
that is used deceptive tactics to get back to him by taking out an appointment.
Are either of these characters from the last panel?
Yes. So
is that the guy who that is the same guy and the earring and everything? Okay, so
Ryan,
apparently the blonde woman is somewhere.
Yeah, she left.
She went on the elevator.
We had to presume.
She went on the
elevator.
elevator.
Presume that this moment is happening right after.
Wait a minute! This whole thing happened at a dermatologist's office. What the fuck?
So, like the first moment, blonde woman leaves in the elevator. He pulls out his his magnifying glass, and he's looking at her wrist. He's like, I don't know if he's just trying to pretend that he didn't witness the fight.
Wow.
So anyway,
By the way, every dermatologist, after he sees two women just yelling at each other, by the way, right now in the first one, the one we saw before this, he's holding a magnifying glass. Like that's happening right now. And I wish they missed an opportunity to have him look at the fight with the magnifying glass.
Oh my God.
Just like, I want to get a close up on this argument. Oh, it's eczema. Wow. So Ryan, that's pretty intense, bruh.
Pretty crazy turn of events. I don't know if this is just like a segue into what is going to happen next. So if you want to go down.
Oh boy!
Again,
wait, Clay. Your thought? Is he here? Is it Clay? Are you?
Yeah. I'm right here.
Are you? What are your thoughts here on the second?
My thoughts are.
By the way, these have been two panelers. Two panelers.
Do you want to honestly know what my thoughts were for the last 30 seconds?
Do you think it's hives? It's not.
No, I was thinking that a kind of a genius idea would be a dermatologist's office and a breakfast joint called Eczema in the City.
Yep. Yep.
That
agreed. Hard agree.
Really be successful, likely. Very, very, very successful. Because nothing goes together like breakfast and skin disorders.
And that is a hyperlocal joke and a hyperlocal show.
Hyperlocal joke with a hyperlocal trilby doff. Very good stuff. Pat or producer Rob?
Schlegel.
Oh, he's busy.
Oh, wait.
No, don't worry about it. If you got anything to say.
I love how Rob Nielsen's just like doing dishes.
Yeah,
on Zoom.
that's what you're supposed to do during Polyester Blend. That's what you do.
It's like very therapeutic, actually.
I know.
That's when I was like, that's when I thought about Eczema in the City. I mean, like this is like it's very, it's very freeing of the mind. But
how many of these we got to get through? Do we need to keep it?
Let's keep.
Yeah, let's keep
this train rolling.
Guys, sorry, I got to go back to.
I'm enraptured, and I want to get.
Oh no, sorry, Jeremy. We have to go back
That's
to
the thing
jazz.
about Mary Worth is you'll never get to the bottom of it.
We got to go back to the jazz funeral, Jeremy. We got more bits to do with that one, so we got. All right, the next one in this.
All right, can you bring the next two on the same screen? I don't know if you can. I think it just helps. Makes the story flow maybe a little better.
It's going to be harder for you guys to read.
We can read them all at once. I think it'll be harder to see them.
Yeah.
To read, we want to appreciate.
I want you to read them and bring them. So
yeah, let's try to.
All right, so this is immediately after the eczema analysis. So
what is it?
Black hair woman.
Dermatitis.
Black hair woman.
Dermatitis, a little less severe,
dermatitis.
Diagnosis.
She's like, so are you with that beep, Ashley? Is that why you're not happy to see me?
Whoa.
So this is right after he's diagnosed her
This is
skin
high
disorder.
drama. High drama.
And then the dermatologist, he's yes, I'm with her now. I wish things had worked out between you and me. Next panel, she's like, I was messed up, and in the past year I've turned my life around. I still think about you, Drew. So we got his name is Drew. And he's like, I still think about you too, Shauna. And that was the day after. The day after this,
day after he gave her fungal cream.
Listen,
and when I say day, is there like how you get each of these comics by day, so it's like a 2-second serial each day.
By the way, Ryan, it seems like the great writers of this strip, Karen and June, were on a first base name with them. They looked at the soap, because this is basically a soap. They looked at the soap General Hospital, and they're like, fuck that. Let's do specific hospital. Let's do, and we'll
People's
go.
Clinic.
Yeah, people's. It's going to be a dermatologist clinic. I mean, why does this have to be a general hospital? Let's get specific with it. Continue, Ryan.
Right. And so, in the next comic, I ran in the same circles as Ashley. So we're getting a little bit of backstory with Ashley, the beep. When we were teens.
Is her name Ashley or Beep? I don't. I need to know.
Ashley is a beep.
Oh, is that her last name?
According to Shauna, Ashley is a beep.
And that's a okay.
And then she's like, she's worse than I was. You're better off dropping her. And then Drew says, Shauna, I'm not going to do that. And then the next panel, Shauna's like, Drew, Ashley only cares about herself. She plays a good con game, and you won't see it coming. And Drew says, even if she was ever like that, she's not like that with me. But he's turning away from her. Perhaps she's planting a seed of doubt in Drew's mind.
Well, Well, he's on to the next patient with that magnifying glass. There's another woman.
Yeah.
Now he's looking
Yeah,
at another woman with a magnifying glass. And she's just got.
How great would it be if like she leaves and runs into a woman of the earth?
They're all going
and they just have the whole elevator fight again, and that's just like his. That's just a day at his dermatology office.
Oh my God!
It's interesting because you'll see that I've skipped 3 days.
Sorry, this is gonna get
Mary Worth.
Wait, hold on. Really?
Is this an infinite loop of Mary Worth? Are we never going to do anything else but Mary Worth?
Well, no. So I'm bringing this back. I'm bringing this up to speed for today's comic. You can see the dates on the.
Wait, Jeremy. Instead of the next woman that he's looking at, it's some older guy, and it's his pants down, and he's got the magnified up. And it's. Have you ever heard of the term jungle rot?
He's probably in
What
need.
if Polyester Blend just turned into Comics Corner the entire time?
Got jungles rot. Jungle rot.
Oh, he's probably in needles. He's looking at.
He's
Worth
looking
needles.
right. He's looking at the big thermometer in Bakersfield. All right, go ahead, Ryan. The next. So you said this was 2 weeks later. 2 weeks later.
No, this is.
Oh, sorry.
So you can see the one previously that was from June 18th. So what day was that? It was like.
What are
Thursday
you
or Friday.
doing to us? You're skipping them, or did they? Is this they? Do they?
I accidentally skipped out on
You
some,
piece
but
of
you'll see
shit.
that
You
it doesn't make that much of a difference because if we skip forward 3 days until today's comic, the 621, you'll see that not much has progressed. So they're still in the clinic, and you see Shauna. She's like, "When I knew her years ago, Ash was your typical mean girl. She was selfish, cruel, and a liar." And Drew's like, "That was back then, Shauna." Then he's like, "The Ashley I'm dating is nothing like that. People change." And Shauna's like, "I've changed too, Drew. I got a job at Santa Roy Mart. I'm clean and sober now." So they've been arguing like this for 3 days, and we haven't missed a thing.
Santa Roy Mart
for 3 days.
This
Two panels at a
reminds me-
time.
Two paneling. Two paneling.
There's a scene in Philip K. Dick's novel A Scanner Darkly where they're reviewing surveillance footage of these stone guys, and like they fast forward 2 hours, and like it doesn't, the conversation just still lines up.
Right.
It's like you can skip all the Mary Worths, and it just continues.
Yeah, but I think we should do a segment, Ryan, and I don't want to tell you how to run your bits, because Lord knows I know what it feels like to have your segments violated. I would love to do this date in. I would love to do this date in Mary Worth history. Like rewind 40, 30, 20 years and what Mary Worth was on this date back then.
Right.
I guarantee. First of all, Mary Worth was on the scene. I haven't seen Mary Worth.
Mary Worth hasn't appeared in this comic in a long time.
Like, I don't even know if she's still alive.
Well, she stormed the Capitol. She's in jail. She was a part of that whole thing.
Are these like relatives of Mary Worth? Like,
I want to see like a Mary Worth, like, like the murder, like cork boards. Like, I want to know how these people have anything to do with Mary Worth whatsoever. Are they like distant cousins? Are they like, there's someone out here who knows? And maybe I'll do some internet sleuthing and try to bring in Mary Worth expert on the show.
That'd be great. And I think maybe next time, I will keep doing Mary Worth throughout June.
Is that a threat or?
Is that a threat? It is not a threat. It's a guarantee, motherfucker. Here on Polyester Blend, Ryan, I was going to suggest the same thing. I think we need to play this out. I think we need to see where this goes and see if we get addicted as polyheads to the Mary Worth, because there's a reason it's been in the comics for a long time now. So I say we keep it going.
Yeah.
I say we keep it going.
I didn't know that you could deal with topics such as sobriety and drug addiction, or whatever Sean is copying to in this last panel.
Right. Sober and clean.
I didn't know you could deal with that kind of topics in a Sunday Funnies. In the Daily Funnies.
Okay, really quick question. Is this a rerun of earlier, or do they keep the fashion ambiguous where you don't know which decade they're in? Because, like, all of
I think these are new. I don't know.
But do people dress like this anymore? I just like, I don't know. It just
Have you been to the Roy Mart?
No, I have not been to the Santa Roy Mart. Oh my God!
That'll answer everything you need to know.
Oh my God! All right, Ryan, you've really read him. You really read him this week, and you really brought him another fantastic edition of Ryan's Comics Corner. Day 6, Sleep Bomber says into this.
That's my brother.
This is very exciting. I don't know who. There's a lot of people in here I don't know, or just one person I don't know. Welcome, Simmons to Lakers Rumors. I don't know who this is, but very good to have you there. People.
Simmons to Lakers Rumors.
We are here. I put the Zoom link if you want to join us for the quiz. Blake Perez was supposed to come back, but if not, Pat's just going to have to be the general lifeline. Unless Rob wants to play, but he's doing. Oh, Rob, you want to do it? Okay, Rob. Rob, you absolutely. Feel free.
Honestly,
to join.
I think that might be our first live YouTube spam.
Oh hell yeah!
Don Pot Rye.
Oh my God! Just because I had jazz in there, and so they like searched it out.
Yeah. It was like some kind of like.
Welcome, friend. You entered a nightmare of Husky boys.
Yeah, tried to spam us about sports, but we whapped you right back with Mary Worth.
We're gonna freak you out with some Mary Worth, and then we're gonna get into some hyper local shit. You don't even know what's going on, and I got quagga shit for your ass. All right, everybody.
All right, are we gonna do another break and then quiz?
Do you want to do another?
I've been waiting to play this song all night.
All right.
Before the 10 o'clock hour. And then I need to pee, and then I want to do quiz, man. Quiz.
All right, everyone who's here, we're just gonna do a quick break. We're gonna do a 2-song break. Ryan and Clayton. Oh, wait, Clayton. You got a song. Don't turn off your mic yet. You got a song. All right, just play the fucking song. You play the song, Ryan. I don't think you had a third song. Did you, Ryan?
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'll play a song then.
I'm playing my song.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. We'll play 2 songs. We'll play Clayton's song, and then we'll play a quick one of mine. I'll do a very quick version. Okay. And then these are the 7 stages of grief, everybody. We've gone through shock and awe, depression. What are we on to now, Clay? What are we on to?
We're moving on.
What are we into, like the bright side? I think it's upward turn, acceptance songs, 2-song set. Clayton and then me, and then we come back with a very exciting version of Utah City's Quiz Video Edition. Patrick's going to be the lifeline for Clay. Producer Rob's going to be the lifeline for Ryan. It'll be very nuts this time.
This is the reason I picked this song is it's like Brian Eno's Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, but like written 30 years beforehand.
I love that song. I like Tay Swift, by the way.
I'm not hating on Tay Swift.
I like Tay Swift. I'm on the record.
But this is the Shake It Off of 1989.
All right, buddy. Play it up. 2-song set. Thanks for being here. Songs, 7 stages of grief as we get through the sadness of the Utah Jazz losing. We will be back after these 2-song set. Clay, press play on your business there, brother. 2-song set. We'll be back with Utah City's Quiz. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks to our new spam checker. Polyester Blend. right. Okay. You win. That song from the Mark. I mean, Clayton, isn't that not perfect? That song title is perfect for what has happened here in the last couple of days.
Resignation.
All right. Okay, acceptance, moving on. Okay, all right. You win the Marquis. Out of Stack Records. Down Tennessee. We're just checking out some beautiful John.
Those are two good. That was another great back-to-back Polyester Blend.
Hot set right there.
What'd you think of that Emo Jam, bud?
That Emo Jam's hot. That is real good.
I feel like they were kind of like they were trying to get into the whole like 24-hour party people scene, like because it was like right around the same time, 1990.
Right.
But you know, Eno had been kind of making something in the same neighborhood for the past like 15 years, so he was able to be like, I see what you kids are doing. Bam.
By the way, I was on top of this a while ago. I've been just doing shit for a while.
Yeah,
I got some beats for you.
That's pretty good.
By the way, I'm also moving into the future while you guys are just catching up to me. I'm going in the future. Their name is U2. All right, everybody. And they got a great thing out here in Salt Lake City. It was from their tour. Donovan Mitchell told me that.
Right there by the aquarium.
Right by there, the aquarium. We have got a bunch of beautiful fishies in the pool here tonight for Polyester Blend as we move into a great segment, one of the best segments, Polyester Blend Utah City's quiz, a very exciting addition here tonight. But Lewis is here, by the way. Lewis, God bless, respect. Glad you're here. Don't care. Well, we got Sleeper Bomber. But first, before we get into Utah City's quiz, we've been doing this for a minute here, and I think it's good. We want to keep it going here on Polyester Blend for at least for a little bit here. We have been doing a thing where we want to make sure we point out the weather. I think it's just helpful. We're a hyper-local Utah show. We should point out the weather. You know, that's what we do. We provide a service to our community. That's what we do here in Polyester Blend. And we have just had the darndest luck. We've had some bad luck the last couple weeks of we've got great applications. We hire someone, and then it turns out to be a goddamn quagga. And it's just not been going well for us. But that streak is over, people. We have, I'm already going to say, I'm sorry, gentlemen, I haven't shown you the resume because me personally, this is an evergreen. This is our weather person. We're always going to have this person because, frankly, I was honored he even applied. Frankly, I became a 12-year-old again. And I'm tickled to death that he even honored us by wanting to be our weatherman. Oh, my God, this is a huge honor for me, you guys. Let's go to the weather. Our new weather person here on Polyester Blend. Blend. It's the great. Oh, wait, that bit doesn't work unless I have the thing right there. It is the great Detroit Red Wings captain, Steve Yzerman. Oh, my God, Steve Yzerman. It's just an honor. I'm a huge Red Wing fan. The fact that you're even here on our show.
Yes. Hello, Brad. It's me, Steve Yzerman.
Why is the window shaking? Is it the screaming?
I've brought you some device you eat out of that's larger than your normal human food-eating devices. Ha ha ha! Welcome! It's not basket cam, it's weather template. And by the way, the weather not as hot as a couple weeks ago. No, it was this a couple weeks ago, Clay. The weather right now, not too far off, but cooler. It is 88 degrees here in Salt Lake City. Back to you. I'm so glad to be here. I'm a former player of knife feet ice playing.
Oh, my God. Steve Yzerman, I've never heard it. So proficient.
Knife feet ice.
Yeah, I know we didn't call it that growing up, but it's probably a real accurate way. Guys, isn't this exciting? My childhood hero, Steve Yzerman, as our weather person? I mean, what do you guys...
I wouldn't get too excited, Schleg.
Why?
I don't know. There's something fishy about this.
What? Why?
It's something fishy. I don't know.
Wait
Something
a minute.
that's just not sitting
behind
right.
him.
Oh, my God. You guys.
For one thing, like, the proportions don't match.
You guys, you sons of bitches. Don't make me do it. Don't make me find out that it's not. Steve, I love you. Steve, say it isn't so, Steve. If I'm wrong, I'm so sorry, Steve. Bonk.
Oh, my God.
You clever idiots at Polyester Blend. I did some research on this husky wad. I thought I could get in this time. Turns out I was wrong. I'll be back next Polyester Blend. Bye.
Can't wait.
You fucking quaggas. You play with my heart like that. I thought it was Steve Eiserman. Anyway, it's a hot 88 degrees here tonight. All right, everybody.
Actually 82.
Well, some cell phones update faster than others. Fuck, it is 82. 82 degrees. Oh, let's go back to it. No.
Let's bring that quagga back.
82
One last
degrees.
time.
82 degrees.
Scream at the quagga.
Quagga! And by the way, my chicken has been coming in and out of the Schledio, so I'm screaming Steve Eiserman. Stuff probably hears me inside. Like, what the fuck is going on with that stupid show? All right, everybody. It's a very exciting edition. Very exciting edition. We have a lot of people here. Wow, we got a busy Zoom here tonight. Rob is doing
Everybody
his dishes, but he's gonna have to
I
join
got a
in.
lot of like life. I've got Lifeline.
Got lifelines here. Oh, ooh. This is what we're gonna do. Pat, what do you think about this? They get to pick their lifeline. They get to decide.
Well, then somebody's gonna feel.
I know.
Left
That's
out.
what we're doing. That's what we do here on Polyester.
All right, let's do it.
Controversy creates conversation, as they say on office hours. I say they pick their lifeline, making it even more challenging. But guess what? Unlimited lifelines besides the final question, meaning you can pick every time if you want a lifeline. Because we got 3 boys. Figure it out, gentlemen. You can figure it out. And it's going to be a pretty complicated one because people, this is the first ever edition. Let's go to its theme song. It's the first ever time. It's a great tradition. It will be honored one day in the Utah State Capitol with Sergeant in Arms shooting off a bunch of fat grease in honor of us Husky boys. People, it's time for a hit tradition. Utah City's Quiz is a sequel to the first one, Utah City's Quiz. It's a game between Ryan and Clayton. It's about knowledge of cities. There's 306 according to the list I saw. We got a lot of fucking white dudes here tonight. We fucking apologize. We're trying to get better, people, but we're happy all of you are here today.
It's rampant with cheating. Utah City's Quiz.
We got an angry boy over here. We got a very angry boy. It is our good friend Clayton Scribner, who started off very confident, felt really good about himself, felt really great. And he
I feel
was
great about myself every day, man.
What was that?
The outcome of Utah City's Quiz has
I noticed
nothing
that
to do with this.
Trilby. I noticed that Trilby has moved back on the head, which is not.
He's doing
it's not a power move. It's an.
Oh, you are no. This
stealth
is things are getting tense. I'm going in. This is
okay.
What's up? I'm like a cobra. I'm like a cobra coming at you.
Oh, by the way, can you,
I'm scared.
Clayton, can you switch your hat? How confident you're feeling? You know, more of your face, the more confident. The less of your face, the less confident. I think that would be a real fun thing, real visual for people to see, and they'll love.
See, when the Trilby's down, that's more intimidating to me.
Oh, so you want to reverse? Okay, so the Trilby down, confident. Trilby up. We see it like I'm a little scared.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay,
that's
I
what
can
I'm
believe
saying.
that. All right, people, as announced before, this is a very special edition. First off, I must say this. I must go with this. Who last week, you can see the score right now, Clayton was off to a commanding lead. It was like 10-3, I think, at one point. Ryan has inched his way back up. Clayton screaming fouls, screaming, like the Montreal Canadian fans, the refs are fixed. Oh, that's a big fix. No, we just play the game the way it needs to be played. We don't change it. We don't alter it, except this week we're a very fun way, but it doesn't benefit anyone, really. You can see on your screen right now the purple dots are Clayton's cities that he's won. The yellow are Ryan. Ryan's getting more acne as the day goes on. It's spreading like a young boy who ate a bunch of chocolate and pork. It's going all over his face. So
it's almost like you're excited about that.
What? I like the spread. We're gonna bring him. We're gonna bring him to that Mary Worth dermatologist. Thank you. Words. Now, here's what's really exciting. 5 to 10. This week, though, well, first I should announce this. Jeremy's here. He is the chat master. He is also the judge for You Shop Bro. We didn't have tonight. He'll be back next week. He's also just kind of the official, the referee here on Utah City's Quiz. He makes sure everything's going well. We've had Pat Munger help out with writing on these quizzes. This week, he helped out with a very special final question, but I was somewhere, and I'll talk about this. Tonight, we have 3 lifelines for the first 5 questions. We have Pat Munger, we have producer Rob, and we have Robert Gerke if he shows his face. They will help out with our contestants here tonight. Each question is worth 1 full point for the first person being asked. After that, the other person can steal for 0.5. We do this thing every week where we do a coin flip. But before we get to that, I'm very excited to do this, people. We have our first ever this. I just have to find the folder to it. We have our first ever live edition. Or not live edition. We have our first ever video quiz. Here we go. I'm going to play this video, and in this video, listen closely. If you guess the city, you get 0.0025 to start it out. Here is me in our first ever video edition of Utah Cities Quiz.
We're guessing the city for 0.2005.
Yep.
Where do you think I am, and what is the city? Utah Cities Quiz of the week. Guess out some names, what you think it is. There's a giant fire over there, kind of concerning. Where do you think we are?
Whose voice is that?
It's me, baby.
You?
With
Okay.
some, it got really wind towards the end. This is the end.
Give you 0.0025.
All right. Anyone guess it? No guesses?
Manila.
Oh, okay.
Colville.
City is Manila, Utah.
Holy crap, this is going to be great.
All right, people. We have got a first ever Utah Cities Quiz. You didn't get 0.025 because the A was on the sign there. So it just
What? That was the point. I thought that was the point.
0.025.
I was going to say that anyway because I knew for a fact we're in Manila this week. Come on, man. Give me some juice.
You're out of it. That's right, everybody. It's
If you knew it as a fact, that makes it less compelling.
Rig is always
the
in.
ref is here. The ref judges. People.
So name it in this video clip. You gave me a video clip. There was an A at the end. It could have been Manaway.
It's true.
In a lot of places.
Manila, everybody, Manila, and that's Pat.
This doesn't feel random. This does not feel random.
Now, here's
I
the
gotta be
good
honest with
point. Pat and I discussed this last week, and we're like, when we go to cities in Utah, either me or Pat, we should have the right to do a video edition where it's pulled out of the random, but we're there. We could make it on scene. This can make it more fun. So we've reserved the right from now on to do these video editions where if we're going to be there, let's make it live. Bye-bye.
All right.
Let's
Fair
do
enough.
it. Now, Pat,
there was no Robert's rules seconding and voting, but whatever.
No, of course not. Now, Pat, I think you had some special info about Manila, at least the namesake. Do you want to say that, Pat?
Well, it will definitely come up later.
Hey, Madeline, good to see you.
Question.
All right, never mind. I won't bring it up now. Anyway, as we all know, Manila is, of course, the county seat of Daggett County. So I got this sweet video of me.
Are you for real
man.
with this shit? Daggett County for life.
Now that'll be the new.
That's good.
That's
man.
the new
good.
catchphrase for Polyester Blend, everybody.
Are you real with this shit?
Are you for real with this shit? Daggett County for life.
So,
good.
as always, we will pay homage to the smallest county in Utah, Daggett County.
Like how there's a trailer hitch in the reflection of that truck.
And
by the
it's
way.
just me filming by myself. And by the way, at the very end of this, I actually should show this. I get a little spooked because I hear a noise and I think it's someone getting mad at me for the truck. So if you can see my eye for 1 second, let's see if I can pause. Right there. I thought someone was coming to yell at me, but it was a can.
Here comes the fuzz.
Here's a can.
What you doing in Daggett County, boy?
Terrified of a can?
He's like, hey, you fucking hairless, your hair-filled shoulder.
By the
asshole.
way, you've been making fun of my trophy all night. You got a neon green trucker hat and some croquis, bro.
I know, bro. And I got my sweet goddamn.
And you got a sweet tank. Is
And
that
I-
a Vegas Golden Knights
Vegas
tank?
Golden Knights tank, bruh. Absolutely. All right, people, we must get back to the quiz. So we are doing all about Manila. They're all video questions except the last one, which is a Pat written original. So you're going to love that one. But as we do here on Utah Cities Quiz, we must do a coin flip. We must do a coin flip for the person who gets to go first in question number 5. Question number 5, you never know. It could add something. We don't know. We don't know. So we must go to it right now. We must go to the coin flip. Well, let me see if this is working. Okay. Don't fall asleep yet. Don't fall asleep yet.
I
my
mean,
friend.
come on, man.
All right. What we have here is the coin
It's
flip.
been a long road, even without any Photoshop.
No shop this week, and we still a long road. Ryan, you won last week's quiz. You did such a great job. You're such a special young man, and we love all you do on the show. Ryan, what do you think is going to be the coin here flipped for your first to go in question number 5?
Just gonna go Heads.
Heads? Oh, Ryan, you're usually bad at this. You're right now. Ryan, you get to go first in question number 5. May give you an advantage. You also get to go first in question number 1 because you won last week's quiz.
He also gets to go first in the last question
Now,
for some godforsaken reason, which is my whole basis behind my philosophy. But anyway, go ahead.
Now, out of the who did we lose? We lost Gurky. Gurky's out. So we got. Oh, we're gonna go back.
He knows it's rigged.
We're gonna go back to the original thing then. Pat, you're gonna be Clayton's buddy. Rob, you're going to be Bradford's buddy. So just be prepared. We're back to one lifeline.
Let's do this, Clayton.
Clayton and the
talk me down, dude. I'm
Patrick
angered out
Mourner.
right now. I need to recenter my.
And also,
my
if you're, I want to announce this in the chat right now. If anyone wants to guess who wins the quiz right now, first one to guess who wins the quiz right now, there is a prize package. I'll show it really quickly. A prize package that you will win. So in the quiz, call it now. Who's going to win? First person to guess who it is in the quiz. I'll look back and see who is first. Who wins gets a special prize package of Polyester Blend stuff and some other stuff. Ryan!
Does it include a Take Note t-shirt?
It's going to definitely include one of these orange or red.
I'm the first one to chime in.
Doesn't count for that way. Oh, my God. Here's what's going on. Ryan, you go first.
You said first one to chime in. There was no caveats.
That's a good point. All right, Clay, I'll give you the stuff.
You're going to give me a t-shirt.
If you win. Booming growth. That's what I want to say. Back in 2010, it was like 300 people in Manila. When I literally walked around Manila for like an hour and a half. There's a lot of growth, a lot of new buildings, a lot of things being built, subdivisions, all sorts of things. I found it very odd for one of the smallest cities. It looks like it's going to grow, but honestly, it makes sense. Flaming Gorge is down the street, access to Kings Peak, the Uintas, everything. And there's tons of the Green River. How many cool stuff is down there? It makes sense Manila's finally getting discovered. So I was walking down the main drag, and I saw this, a building. I'm going to show you and play in our first question. Ryan, this is for you. Watch the video on the screen right now. That's the score. Oh, this might be a little difficult doing this back and forth. We'll find it out. Ryan, this is your first question.
Thanks, Ryan. This is Ryan reporting from Polyester Blend Utah Cities Quiz. Behind my shoulder is a new construction representing the boom here in Manila, the county seat of Daggett. My question for you, which type of business is this going to be? I'm going to give you 4 options. They all start with Flaming Gorge. What is the business this is going to be?
That's right, Ryan. You can see behind my shoulder right there a building being constructed on the main drag of Manila. Here is that
Buddy,
building.
are you wearing sunscreen on your shoulders?
No, I got burnt this weekend.
They look very burnt.
I got burnt. I was out on the river. I was out on the gorge actually on my new boat. It was really fun. I'll talk about that later.
I don't hate the architectural style.
No, it's on the main drag there. You can't miss it. One of the
butterfly like mid-mod.
I would say definitely one of the more like very recently built buildings. Not too many new buildings, but there's a lot of growth there.
It's not done.
It's not done. Ryan, my question for you is this though. What type of business is it going to be? You have a lifeline. His name is Producer Rob. You only get to use him once. But what type
Please tell me an option is Flaming Gorge burritos.
We have 4 options. Is it A, Flaming Gorge Brewery, B, Flaming Gorge Tandoori Kitchen, or C, Flaming Gorge Vape, or D, Flaming Gorge Soda Bar? Ryan, for 1 full point, what is this new business going to be on the main drag in Manila? You can use your lifeline. Who's Producer Rob?
I'm going to go B, Flaming Gorge Tandoori Chicken.
Ooh, kitchen. No lifeline, just going for it.
No lifeline there.
I'm going straight face first.
All right, my friend, straight at it. You feel very confident, just like the investors of this business, feeling very confident it'll work in what was once reported as a town of 300 people. Ryan, you're going to love to see this on your screen. You failed, buddy. You had an advantage going first, and you blew it. Clay Dog, you have your lifeline. You know that Tandoori Kitchen is off the table. Which do you think it's going to be? What is that new building going to be? Is it going to be a brewery? Is it going to be a vape store? Or is it going to be a soda bar? All starting with Flaming Gorge.
I'm going to go with my lifeline here.
For 0.5. Not even for a full point. 0.5. Pat.
Bringing the experts in.
You've been used up, Pat. You've been used up. What do you think, Patrick?
I'd like to know what Clayton's thoughts are, actually.
Well, my thoughts are, if if it was a brewery, I'd probably know about it. If it was a vape shop, that would be pretty controversial for one of the smallest towns in Utah. Soda bar would be like it would be the kind of like what you would think, but the design of the building makes me think there could possibly be a brewery. Possibly.
Wait, Clayton, as you mull over that for a second, I called out
high ceilings.
Hold on, Clay. I called out whoever says Ryan or Clayton in the chat can win a prize package. So far, it's only Clayton saying both names. And then the other comment is from Lewis going, looks like Ryan got a lot of sun in his face. Yeah, it's on a fucking goddamn reservoir, and I still worked on the show for all you miscreants out there. So let me just say that.
Okay, all right. Here's my thought, Clayton. Is brewery and vape are both the obvious answers.
You think?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Manila is very LDS. It's very conservative.
That's what I'm
Very
saying.
small county.
They're obvious, sort of like a new thing. So I'm thinking tandoori chicken.
But tandoori chicken was picked and it was wrong.
So it's not that.
Bad lifeline. Bad lifeline.
What a lifeline. What a lifeline I have chosen.
Take note.
Soda bar.
Take
Soda
note.
bar. But that sounds made up. I don't know.
No, it's a very Utah thing, but I would think the Quizmaster might have put that in there to make it sound like a Utah thing. But the fact of the matter is, if it was a vape shop or a brewery, which I knew do not exist in Manila, that would be a bigger deal. I think it's Flaming Gorge Soda Bar. I'm going with it. D.
D, you've used your lifeline. Patrick, great job here. You're needed here for the rest of the quiz, so don't you go nowhere. Let's go back to Ryan, our reporter, to get the correct answer.
Well, you guessed it right. If you got this, it's going to be Flaming Gorge Brewery.
No way! Well, good for the residents of Manila.
Oh.
Let's see what the funny.
That was my first guess.
That's points or some.
Wait, I always say some shit afterwards. Let me see what I say.
There were some funny moments out of that. Back to you, Ryan.
Let's hope there were some funny moments out of that. Oh my God!
Well, I should have gone with the architecture. I said the architecture was cool enough that it wouldn't be a soda place.
Unfortunate stuff. Very unfortunate stuff. Nobody has any points. Nobody has any points.
Can we get unlimited lifelines? Everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's do lifelines for a minute. This sounds like fun. All right, people, we go on to the next one. This is a question for Ryan Bradford. Ryan, watch this quick little video I put together for you.
Thanks, Ryan. I'm here at the Daggett County Courthouse in Manila, the county seat of Daggett County. And the reason I'm here is the next question has to do with the May 2021 newsletter sent out to the citizens of Daggett County, probably sent from the inside of this building, the Daggett County building. Here's the question.
All right, everybody.
Have a great day.
I wish you got scared at the end of every one of these clips, but it ended up being a can.
Just that can keeps following me. Ryan, you heard it from Ryan. I was outside of the Daggett County Courthouse, also the home of the Daggett County. I saw and looked up in the parking lot. I first of all, I drove up to it, and someone else followed me and like parked right next to me. It was really weird, and then they left. It was all very weird. Ryan, I looked up the Manila City newsletter from the city of Manila, a newsletter come out from the government. It was the...
Hey, wait, I've got a question real quick. I've got a question. Schleg.
Yeah.
I just attempted to steal from Ryan. Why is he now getting another option for a point?
Clay, good point. Clay, this question is for you. This
Thank
question is for you. Oh, I was trying to cheat
God,
again.
if I just don't stay on your ass, man.
I got a lot going on here.
You guys
Got a
are
lot
just
going on.
trying-
Clay, this is for you because I knew you like city government. That's why I did this for you. It's about the May 2021 Manila City newsletter. It starts with a quote. It starts with a quote, Clayton.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows.
Okay.
It's what the sunflowers do. That's at the top. That's at the top of the newsletter for Manila 2021 City Newsletter. Clayton, my question for you. Who wrote that quote? Is it Is it, of course,
Flaming Gorge Brewery?
Chicken.
Arctic Circle? Is it Extra Space Storage? Is it?
Is it sort of 180
no,
contact again?
No, sorry.
Cafe Rio.
Sometimes
You're pulling this from some deep shit right here, man.
Is it Winston
It's
Churchill?
Churchill.
Is it B, Nancy Reagan? Is it C, Mr. Rogers? Or D, Helen Keller? Apparently, lifelines are open the whole night, so why not just use them every time if you feel like.
I'm gonna use my lifeline, but I would absolutely think it's Mr. Rogers. What do you think?
Can you just read the first sentence and the last sentence?
There's only 2 sentences, so that'll be really easy. Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadows. It's what the sunflowers do.
I guess.
Well, Helen Keller never saw a sunflower.
Well, or sunshine,
Or a shadow.
but that doesn't matter.
Or a shadow.
That doesn't necessarily matter. She
B
also
or
didn't-
C. It's B or C.
Nancy Reagan never said that shit. It's Mr. Rogers. Come on now. I mean, I'm listening to my lifeline. If you are married to Nancy Reagan, I'll go B.
I like your instinct. That's all I can say.
Mr. Rogers, please.
Mr. Rogers! Oh my God. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood, Clay, because you got...
Dun, 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 dun. I know when you're happy I got it wrong.
Ryan Bradford!
Ooh.
For 0.5. Apparently, lifelines are open all night long. You can use both Gurky and Rob. Producer Rob's right here to help you. And you can unlimited lifelines tonight.
Since this is only for 0.5, I'm gonna say my lifeline.
Wait, no, it's unlimited lifelines. You can use them as much as you want.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're going unlimited lifelines just for fun. We got so many people in here.
Yeah.
For
You can pick
funsies.
somebody.
What do you think, Producer Rob? Yeah. Or,
I'm kind
Unless
of
they've
leaning
Googled.
I'm kind of leaning toward Nancy Reagan, just because that seems like an oddball choice, and it doesn't sound like a very profound quote. So
that's what the sunflowers do.
Yeah.
But you can
They
talk
also
about
say no when you try to offer them crack cocaine.
It's a terrible quote.
Yeah.
It's definitely from Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, I'm gonna go B, Nancy Reagan.
Rob, way to make me
This-
feel like an asshole on the way out here.
This is where ableism really gets people.
People, the true answer, according... Now, I didn't fact check the quote. I'm just going off of the Manila 2021 May newsletter. According to that newsletter, that quote, of course, has to be tapped out on your palm because it's from Helen Keller,
damn.
everybody. So far...
I was going to make a joke, but you just don't even make jokes after that.
Sorry, Rob. Sorry, Clayton. Sorry, Pat. Sorry, Clayton. No one has gotten an answer right in this first ever video edition of Manila.
Could this be
City.
where the quiz masters win?
We'll find out really quickly. This next one.
That'd be amazing. It's like a black dot.
Oh
on
my
the
God,
map.
that'd be
Whereas
amazing.
Nobody got anything right.
Well, I'm all for that. This next one is for Clayton because he reminded me that, or sorry, it's for Ryan because Clayton reminded me that he was the number 2. Ryan, this question's for you. Please watch this video to give you an idea of what we're about to talk about. That's right, Ryan. Check out Ryan.
What's up, Polyheads? This is Ryan Schlegel out here having a kick-ass time here in Daggett County. But for this next question, I want to ask about this. This is the home of the Daggett County Rodeo, but they have a special name for the rodeo here in Manila. And my question for you is, what is the name of the Manila/Daggett County Rodeo?
Okay.
They just like let you go around and walk around on the rodeo grounds.
Dude, there was no gates. There was no nothing. I walked up in that first video. I want to see if I have in that first video.
You're gonna ruin Daggett County on your Insta, boy.
Dude, look at those bleachers. They're like
They're
old
great.
school like
those, they rule.
They're really cool. It's a really the whole thing's really nice. The county building I was at is right behind this. There's a beautiful city park. It's really fun. It's a great time. It was a hoot. I had a great fucking time in Daggett County. All right, everybody, here's the deal. Ryan, I asked you, what is the name? What is the actual name they give the rodeo that takes place in Manila? Okay, Manila, county seat of Daggett, Flaming Gorge, mountains. It's all right there. Ryan, for 1 full point, you can still use Dishwashing Rob as your lifeline. What is the name of this rodeo? Ryan, for 1 full point. Is it A, the Gorge Country Rodeo? I'll do that in the video later. Is it the Gorge Country Rodeo? Is it the Cow Country Rodeo? Is it the Trout Country Rodeo? Or is it the Mountain Country Rodeo? Say that again. Gorge, Cow, Trout, or Mountain Country Rodeo. For 1 full point, you can use Rob. What do you think?
Based on the Daggett County quiz, how there was the record of fish caught up on. I believe that was a question.
I think that was
on
too.
The county quiz.
I believe
it was
so.
Dutch John, homie.
Dutch John,
which is in Daggett County.
Correct.
I'm gonna go C, Trout Country.
Trout Country, not even using your lifeline. That's the kind of fucking boldness I love. Because Ryan was like,
the fish a trout that they?
Because Ryan is like, I can use Rob. He says no, and it makes him look like even more of a dumbass.
Trout fishing in America.
That is wrong, Ryan. It is not Trout Country Rodeo. Clayton, for 0.5 to get the first point.
Munger, let's talk about the obvious
Does
answer.
Clayton
would be...
get to steal Rob as well, since Rob's been so neglected?
No, I like that Rob is just being totally underutilized by Ryan.
Rob's doing dishes.
How many dishes does Rob have?
Let him go.
Lives alone.
Let him go. Let him
he's
go.
been doing dishes for longer than I have in the past month.
Let him go. Let him go. Just let him go.
Cow and mountains seem just not acceptable to me. Gorge just seems too obvious. Am I up in the night here?
I think you're. I feel the vibe of Gorge, and the fact that Trout is in there makes me think Ryan was thinking of another animal off of what the correct answer is.
Yeah, but Manila really isn't cow country. But are they trying to be cow country and mountain country? I mean, Gorge country would make sense, but
mountain is just boring. So I think that's out.
So you think it's either going to be cow or gorge?
Mm-hmm.
Well, gorge is too obvious, so let's go cow. B.
Cow Country Rodeo.
Only because gorge was too obvious.
We get to play a video here because no one else can go here. So let me just play the rest of this video. Listen up, kiddies.
Wow, sounds like some great back and forth happened during that question.
Wow. That's good, man.
What great content.
You premonitioned that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the answer for what they call the rodeo here in Manila, Daggett County Rodeo. Oh, it's the cow country.
We should have been
country.
Should have been trout.
Say things. Cow country rodeo. Oh shit!
I like to think that like the influential cattle guy paid for that that stadium. He's like, it's gonna be cow country.
I couldn't help but ask.
I like that they wrote July in the corner of the side.
Yeah, July.
It's July, by the way.
Yeah, Jeremy, it's a very good detail that not many people are going to notice there. There it is, July. I couldn't believe it. I felt the same way, Claire. It's like, you guys are claiming cows? You guys are claiming... maybe there was something special about cows there. I don't know. All right, everybody.
I think cattle ranching probably kept that place alive for a very long time.
I think you're right. Especially
the cattle drivers of the Clay Cattle Company to the expanse of the Vermilion and Broadbent ranches. From thieves like Butch Cassidy to the rustlers like E-Man.
That makes
Our
sense.
cowboy heritage is alive and well.
There you go, gentlemen. That gives you a little background. Thanks, Ref, for bringing up that extra stuff. All right, everybody. This next question is for Clayton. He could pull ahead here, get 1 full point. He still has his lifelines because apparently we're just doing them forever here tonight. Whereas Clayton has used it every time, Ryan has used it none, making Rob feel like a dumbass, just like his dishes for being dirty.
Yeah, I used it. I used it on the.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. All right, fine.
Yeah.
All right, I wanted to shit on Rob, but you blew it. All right, everybody. This next question involves this. Clay, before I go to a video, I'm actually going to show you this image. So, Clay, this is the market, the only grocery store in Manila. It's got produce. It's the full-on grocery store.
Got True Value in there, and it
Yep.
also has 2 ice bins.
That's right. It's definitely smaller than we're used to in these big cities like we are in Salt Lake. But I was blown away, Clay. I was blown away. I saw this addition at the end. Okay? I saw this addition, and I was just blown away. I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I looked at the sign, and I was like, really? Okay. So my question for you, Clay, for 1 full point,
That's three ice bins up front. 3 ice bins.
That's right. 3 ice bins. What is inside of that little building, Clay? What is inside of that little building? Is it A, a bank? Is it B, a medical clinic? Is it C, a post office? Or D, office of tourism? This little building right there. Is it a bank, a medical clinic, a post office, or office of tourism right next to the market on the main drag of Manila? For 1 full point, you still got your lifeline.
Okay, to me, Patrick, I'm going to consult you on this, but to me, I don't see how it could be anything else besides an office of tourism, because a bank would require way more infrastructure. A post office is a standalone because it gets funding to do that. In a medical clinic, like, they've got a hospital there. So I'm going to go D, office of tourism.
Office of tourism! Clay, you worked for an office of tourism at one point, and I think that's why you had an advantage, which makes it even sadder.
Dun, 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 dun.
Ryan Bradford for 0.5 to tie Clayton going into your advantage of question number 5. What do you think here?
Fellas, I'm asking you.
Rob, he's asking Rob.
Rob.
Post office.
Post office. Can you show the photo again?
Yes, I can. The photo is this right here.
Is it a post? I mean, it's not a postal annex, right? You would have to label.
I would
that
absolutely say if it was a postal annex.
Yeah, we got a postal employee here. So.
Look. If I'm to be doubted on this, I should be doubted by the only postman on this call.
Fair point.
Yeah.
That might have been the biggest. Yeah.
I feel like a post office would have better signage.
Perhaps it's internal.
Know. It might be internal. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go post office.
Post office using his lifeline.
My second choice would have been B. Bank is my last.
Gentlemen, let's go to my video because this is a video edition of Polyester Blend Utah Cities Quiz. Let us go to my video explaining what it is.
The answer to what is at the end of this market here in Manila, you guessed it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's amazing.
Guess what? It has an ATM and a phone to call someone to help you. That's right. It is a Zion's Bank right at the
That's
end.
amazing.
Wow.
Wow, you stumped me. That was my last. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. That looks like you photoshopped that in.
No,
you photoshopped it out.
Yeah, I photoshopped it out.
Oh, that's why.
Go back to the original photo.
That is the original.
That is the original photo. It's the Photoshop that threw us off.
The one that was shown
I want
during.
to see your shop skills.
I would have gotten it right if you.
Oh, I was like, that's obviously.
If I would have
part of it.
asked whether you Photoshop, that would have been a
I
whole
was
different
so
ballgame.
worried. I was so worried about the shadows. I realized I didn't cut out the shadows, and I was worried. I didn't want to.
I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't figure that out
But
from the shadows.
Zion's Bank. Look at that fucking phone. It's amazing. Oh my God, we got ourselves a goddamn.
Is Stephanie
quiz.
just following you around while
No,
you're doing this madness?
So Stephanie and I, because I had to leave work, like I'll get into that into the afterwards. But I had to work way later than I normally have to. So I drove up in a separate car. So I told her, she was like, so I met her up there, and then I was like, I'm gonna leave in Manila. She's like, why? I'm like, I got show stuff to do. I got show stuff to do. So I literally, for hours, you would have seen me, this husky boy, just pacing around Manila, coming up with ideas for all this. All right, everybody.
Now we can like literally hear Rob doing dishes, which is that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
It. All right, people.
I swear to God, who does this many dishes?
This is
Has it been months since you've done dishes?
This is the last.
It's been a second.
This is the last video question. In this one, I will admit,
Polyester Blend inspiring you to do dishes.
It got really windy
for the first time since 2019.
It got really windy during this question, so you're not. I'll repeat what I say, but I want you to visually see what I'm doing here. Ryan, you got the coin flip first, so you got to go first in question number 5. Clay, sit back. Again, I'll repeat the question. Let's just watch the video, though. The wind will get a little too much. Here we go. The last.
You look so tired.
The last visual question. I know. I'm always tired. All right. Here we go.
Hello, Polyester Blend. This is Ryan reporting again for Utah City's quiz. This time reporting some breaking news. Play that sound effect, Ryan. There seems to be a giant fire towards Judge John, so that's not the question for right now. The question is, well, actually, I should point out that
Brilliant.
I'm on State Line Road.
Let me play that again. I look so tired. Oh God, am I dying? Is that what everyone says?
Point out that I'm on State Line Road in Manila, and in fact, they call it State Line because right here, that's Utah. And just on the other side of the road, that, my friend, says good.
That's why it's so goddamn windy, because you're that close to Wyoming.
The question is, what did Ryan say?
Exactly. Why did I preface it with saying it got too windy, everybody? Because I wanted to point out this. I did not truly realize this until I was there. I don't know if you gentlemen know this, but there is... Oh, God, where the hell is it? So I was completely blown away. There was the Manila thing. Hold on, let me find this. That the actual town of Manila is on the border. Oh, where the hell is it? I had it for a second. Oh, there it is. Did you guys know that the town of Manila is literally on the border of Wyoming? Like the edge of the town is on the border of Wyoming. It's right on. I didn't know that, Clay. You're such a smart boy. We love that.
Yes.
Very exciting. It's on the border. So what I was trying to say there is there's a road. If I zoom in a little bit, there's a physical road called State Line Road, which is, of course, it's not going to let me do it.
It's literally on the state line.
It's on the state line. And so in that video, I'm saying Utah's on one side, Wyoming's on the other side. Ryan Bradford, to go first. My question for you. We know that the Utah side is Daggett County. Both of you seem to go around town telling people that you're fucking super smart county knowledgeable people. I have a question for both of you. The first one to go first is Ryan. Which Wyoming county is on the other side of Manila? Which county is right there in Wyoming? I give you 4 options. They're all real. They're all in southwestern Wyoming. Is it Lincoln County, Uinta County, Sweetwater County, or Carbon County? Ryan, for 1 full point. Rob is still there, even though he's doing dishes.
I'm gonna go Uinta.
Uinta! Ryan, you're down 0.5 right now. Okay.
All right.
This could have put you ahead. It's so sad. You have 0 points. 0 points so far. Clayton, you can edge a little bit ahead with 0.5. You went us off. Which county
You could
is it?
become the edgelord of this game.
Yes.
Sweetwater is my guess.
Sweetwater! You're going to hear a lot more wind, but you are eventually going to get an answer. Let's go to Ryan on the field. Ryan, let's get an answer.
Okay, here's the answer. I gotta run. Okay, I'm now in Wyoming by Utah. The correct answer to which county borders Manila is, of course, Sweetwater.
Oh,
Sweetwater County, Wyoming, home of the sweetest agua. Hope you got it right.
The only reason I know that is I've traveled in that county a lot to access northern part of the Uintas and Flaming Gorge, so I remember that name over and over again as I was driving through that area. I just wasn't sure how far it extended west. Because you approach Manila quite far from the west and you work your way east when you cross into Utah, so I wasn't sure if Sweetwater made it that far, but it was the best guess I had.
Very good.
Explanation of the story.
All right, people. That is the end of the video edition of Manila City Quiz, Utah City Quiz. We go to our good friend, Patrick Mumber, because remember, bonus is worth 1.5. And Clay, you never truly got ahead. You never truly got ahead of 1.5. You're at 1. Ryan's at 0. This means Patrick controls your destiny, gentlemen. It is a
Am I surprised?
It's a bonus question. Patrick, it's all you. Read the question.
The only quiz in town you can have 0 points and still steal it from Clayton. All right.
Okay, Jeff. All right, this is closest to the pin.
All right, here we go.
Manila, pronounced Maynila in Filipino, and actually 2 words, translates to where indigo is from. The Philippine city has had a much sordid history of exploitation from foreign rulers. In 1898, the Battle of Manila took place. It was led and won by Rear Admiral Dewey of the U.S. Navy.
Is this, wait, hold on. Could I just pause this for a question just real quick? Tell me that this is closest to the pin. How many shoes did Imelda Marcos own? Just please tell me. This is it. If it's not that, I quit.
Clay,
you guys can have
Clay,
the quiz.
Clay, 0.025. Clay, 0.025.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. The successful battle was huge news in the States at the time, and it was a celebrated victory across the country. We had defeated the Spanish Armada, and the U.S. was able to open up more commerce through the Spanish-occupied contested waters of Manila Bay. This was the first major battle of the Spanish-American War and was a tremendous boost to defeating Spain, which led to the U.S. control of Cuba, Guam, and the Philippine Islands. 10 cities in the U.S. were named Manila because including our very own Manila, Utah. It was also both named and settled in the same year as that battle, 1898. Today, the population of the crowded city of Manila in the Philippines is 1.78 million people. The population of Manila, Utah is 211. Closest to the pin, how many streets run east to west in Manila, Utah?
That was the most amazing run-up of all time.
Yep.
That's why he's the failed treasure hunter, successful quiz writer.
Go ahead. I mean, you know what? I know I'm supposed to go first.
You
but
have
I'm
to
just
go
gonna-
first.
I know I'm going to capitulate and just let Ryan Bradford go first on this one. Wait. Where in the rules do I have to go first?
It was deemed several weeks ago that you have weeks of going first. So
I have no problem. I'm not a crybaby
I'm
about
just.
this.
Oh wow, Bradford, shut the fuck up. I'm going first. 14. 14. Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna say 5.
all right. I want to say something before Pat does. Someone's dead on. Someone's dead on, right, Pat? Pat?
Did Clayton go yet?
Yeah, he said 14.
Someone's dead on.
Someone's dead on.
Is somebody looking at a map?
No, I trust these boys.
Well, the fact that you said, did Clayton go yet? Someone's dead on. It's like, I'm fucked.
Clayton.
Okay, fine.
Pat, what's the right answer? Pat, what's the right answer?
There are 5 streets that run.
Oh my God! He has gotten 0 points this whole quiz, and then he gets the last question dead on.
Slam Diego.
Slam Diego. That's right, people. All zeros for Ryan Bradford. Then he gets the bonus dead on. Dead on. Dead on. 5. Ryan, we must go to a new tradition in Polyester Blend. Blend. You are first in the Polyester Blend post-city quiz. Quiz. Ryan.
I have a question.
Question from the squad. Yes, go ahead.
How did you know that answer?
I had no idea. I just know. I know my small towns. I know there couldn't be just based on that video of Schlegel in front of the soon-to-be brewery.
I just know there couldn't be 14.
Schlegel also
I just know there couldn't be 14.
I just couldn't. He showed us a video.
No, I showed you a screenshot, Rob. It's not your time. It's not your time.
All right.
Like 14 east to west roads. That's like.
Keep washing your dishes, Rob. Keep washing your dishes.
That's like Draper. 14 east to west roads. That's like.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Any other questions?
You have no idea that. Okay.
Jeremy, questions for the winner.
You could have gone for the easy playing the odds, but that's not your reputation as a player. How did it feel to get it dead on? And you could have just said 13.
You know, after a weekend of losing a lot, not a lot, but I lost a good deal of money in Vegas. It feels good.
You lost a lot of time at the Westin Spa getting some massages.
Yes. I gave a lot to the Buffalo slot machines. I'll just say that.
Champ. Question from the front. Champ.
Yes. Yes.
What's it like to have no points, but then you win at the end? Do you feel like this is luck, not actual true knowledge?
Yeah, definitely luck. Actually, no, there was some knowledge in there.
No. Do you actually?
This isn't losers. This isn't loser time. This isn't loser time.
No. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Of course, there was a little goading on
looking
my
for a
part
little
by
equity
using the crybaby thing and prompting Clayton to fall for that, and he immediately did.
All right, Ryan. Final thoughts on your champion. You're winning here tonight.
I love it. I love being a winner. I hate everybody who loses against me. Sorry, Clayton. Clay Dog.
All right. Fair enough.
JK,
So
Clay Dog, I love you.
How many points was the last question?
1.5.
1.5. So
Clayton lost by 0.025. We bring in the loser for his press conference. Clayton, you're on a bad streak, son. 3 losses in a row in the Utah Cities quiz where you showed such knowledge early ahead. What's it like to lose 3 in a row?
Clay Dog. I think your computer went off.
Oh, Clayton. Oh, it might be too soon after the Jazz lost 3 in a row.
People, he is refusing. He is refusing to do his post-game press conference here.
Isn't that a fine?
Wow, it is a fine.
Fine from the league for not appearing.
We are very sad. We will have to deal with this as a Polyester crew. We're going to have to deal with this really unfortunate. He just left, and we're going to have to deal with that internally. People, this has been another edition of Utah City Quiz. Blend. All right, everybody, we're going to do a quick... Oh, wait, by the way, Gerke's here. He's been here the whole time. Gerke, your thoughts on the quiz? I'm just going to play one song. I have to pee, but let's come back for a quick Limp Bizkit Krew. Just hang out for a second. Gerke, before we go to a music break, one song break, what are your thoughts?
I mean, that was the most dramatic city quiz I've ever seen.
Really?
The question was, Pat knocked it out of the park on the question. And you got to hand it to Ryan. I mean, he knows his small towns and his San Diego Padres.
It's true.
He knows 2 things.
I know 2 things,
Doesn't know, and comics.
Yeah.
And comics.
And
Three.
comic.
Yeah.
Three things.
But doesn't know slot machines.
Does not load. Yeah, that's for
yeah,
sure.
not good.
All
Not
right.
good in Vegas.
All right, people. I'm just going to play one song, get a drink, get settled. We're just going to come back, say hi, say our goodbyes. It's been a great night of Polyester Blend. We're just playing one song, and we'll be back after that. My song, I think it's the perfect song. Lewis is coming in. It'll be good to have Lewis here. We're going to come back to the Limp Bizkit Krew. Get your gin rickies ready to go. My final song of the 7 stages of grief after the Jazz loss that we're all sad about. It's Things Are Gonna Get Easier by Low Motion Disco. That's right. Things Are Gonna Get Easier by Low Motion Disco. I'm only going to play 4 minutes of this song. It's a nice little song. Things are going to get easier. That's what we have to hope here with Polyester Blend, with the Jazz, with Utah. We love you. Just one song, 4 minutes. We'll come back with Limp Bizkit Krew. We love you, Polyester Blend. That's a cover, but it's a good one. Things are going to get easier. Listen to that. You'll feel a little bit better about your life when you finally accept the grief, the loss of the Jazz losing, of that.
Clay, I'm sorry. Come back. I didn't mean to.
Clay, we all want you to come back. We never know if he will. He might be gone forever. But we can't dwell on this. We must move forward just like we can't dwell on the loss of the Jazz. We hope that next year will be a better year. And that's why when we want to build a better year, we go to a crew that's built up of polyheads, of freaks, weirdos. Not generally good people. They're my friends. People, it's time to go to the Limp Bizkit crew of the After Hours of Polyester Blend.
This is Fred from Bizkit.
That's right. No Husky Boy has been awarded yet. That is right, everybody. I'm wearing my Limp Bizkit Tam O'Shanter. That's right. It is time for the Limp Bizkit crew. We got a big crew tonight. Glad to see everybody here. Let's announce some people that haven't been here for a minute. Lou Dog, my friend.
Hello.
How are you? How was your plane ride?
I'm good. My plane ride was just fine. I got into LAX on time. And on the way home on the 110, there was a giant car fire going through downtown. So, I'm home, baby. I'm home.
Now, Lou Dog, I saw 110. I saw your cousin, right, Pete Taylor. He was at the Jazz game on the one I was at, Game 5.
He told me about that. I saw him this weekend as well.
Lou Dog, our sweet boy, was in Moab. Lou, this is a hyper-local show. People want to know, what was it like in Moab? Your first time in Utah for a while. I mean, what's going on? What are your thoughts?
Since last fall, it was very, very hot. It was really, really hot.
Yes.
But I was in town for a wedding. One of my dear childhood friends was getting married. And I also got to spend some quality time with my little niece.
Oh.
A 7-month-old niece, Alma. So
nice. Well,
that was nice.
Well, it's when your presence is in this state, we love it. We love knowing that you're around, getting the minutia. Maybe you went to a Maverick. We hope you did. Maybe got some small.
I did go to a Maverick. It was my adventure's first stop.
There you go. God bless. Glad you're here, Lou. Really quick.
Thank you.
Our good friend Tim Roberts.
Someone say Maverick?
Tim Roberts, not Tim the other guy. Tim Roberts, how are you, my friend?
Good, man. Can you hear me?
I can hear you lounging back. We like a lot of headroom in your shot. We like a lot of headroom. What's going on, brother? How are you?
Good. Just doing some editing.
Tim, I will not be offended. Do I talk about something that you're coming up soon about that you're doing, or talk about it?
Saturday night, having some people over, and gonna watch the cut of my Grand Canyon footage. So mostly it's for my River Rat friends, but anybody who wants to come over is welcome. So
listen up
all
here.
you polyester blenders, come on by, man. We're gonna set the screen in the backyard.
Breaking news. Grand Canyon footage from the great Tim Roberts. You might have seen his work at Leisure. At your leisure.
Oh my god. I was all excited because Friday I was supposed to go up in a hot air balloon.
Whoa. What?
But then the weather was bad. So
Wait a minute.
I only got to go like 20 feet up in a hot air balloon.
Wait a minute. We got to do a quick poll. Tim, have you ever been on a hot air balloon before?
Not till Friday.
Were you excited? Because I'll tell you right now, that would have made me nervous as fucking shit, being in a hot air balloon.
I was pumped. I was really excited about it, but then I got skunked.
We've gone through a couple people, but I want to go through everybody else. Robert Gerke, we talked to you briefly before. What the fuck? Would you go on a hot air balloon, Gerke? Is that something you're fine with? Are you okay with this?
I have been in a hot air balloon.
You
There's a story behind.
You sick fuck. You sick bastard. You've
Sorry,
been in a hot air
I
balloon.
need to apologize to the Limp Bizkit crew. I needed to walk around and scream into the darkness a little bit.
I'm sorry, Clay Dog. I didn't mean to gloat. And
you didn't mean
I
to,
love
but
you.
you did.
We go back really
It's
quickly.
fine, you did.
We go
Like
back.
the Clippers against the
He's
Jazz,
shown up.
The entire theme of the show. was just a little tough to swallow.
I apologize.
I was as sad as everybody. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry.
I
We go
just
back
needed to wander the darkness for 40 years of solitude, and realize that sometimes sometimes the bar, you eat the bar and the bar eats you, man. It's just what happens here in the Polyester Blend.
It's got to be the second hardest loss you've had this week.
Yes, it was really rough. I did slam my laptop. I did throw my headphones. I'm sorry.
Loser. Up here. First question. Loser. What's it like for your favorite team to lose and then you lose at the quiz? Is this part of your darkness? Is this a part of a greater depression?
This is absolutely part of my darkness. Do you want to explore that deeper?
Anyone else have questions for the loser tonight?
Yeah, I would like to explore the darkness more.
Are we talking about?
I mean this as a sincere compliment that when I now dub you Kyrie Scrivener.
I didn't go out injured.
Oh, well, kind of. Your brain was injured. That's why I didn't know the answer. Any other questions for the loser? We'll get back to the Limp Bizkit crew. If not,
should the entire quiz be restructured to make it more fair? Yes.
Oof.
And I will go on record.
Just say congratulations to Clayton for getting more questions correct than Bradford did.
Fair point. 2 questions right versus 1. It just was.
You know what I liked about this video quiz is like nobody needed to have any. Nobody needed to have any prior knowledge of the city to. I feel like it was very even.
Yeah.
It reflects. Yeah, it wasn't like.
Things were even.
Yeah, it wasn't one of those Clayton gave everyone, or Schlegel had the questions for the person who doesn't know anything about Utah and the questions for the one who does. It was definitely felt even all around. It felt like Schlegel just kind of walked around with no plan and just came up with questions.
The referee knows Ryan Schlegel really well because that's what happened. We go to the Quizmaster. Quizmaster, yes. I'm hearing a lot. I'm hearing a lot of complaints. I'm hearing about like he walked around Manila. I walked around Manila. Yeah, I did. Okay. I wanted to get to know the people.
Complaining about
no one complained it. We just observed that that's what happened.
Do I have time to speak at my own press conference? I'm not going to do these press conferences. Yeah, I got to know the people in Manila. And now there's some of the, I feel I'm a adopted son of Manila.
And how you made it that entire day without getting eaten by a junkyard dog, I'll have no clue.
Let me just say, if you want a giant garage that can fit a boat and your buddy's drinking, Manila is all about that, because about every other house I went to was another group of 4 to 5 dudes just wailing on beers, hanging out in a giant garage. So I think that's where Polyester Blend should retire. I will not retire from the quiz. We'll be back even stronger next week with another Utah Cities quiz. No more questions. We must go back to Limp Bizkit crew. We must go back to Poly Blend. All right, everybody. Back to the hot air balloon question. Ryan Bradford, have you been on hot air balloon?
I've been on a blimp. I've been on the Hendrix Gin blimp.
What the fuck? No way.
It was for a press thing.
Carl Nassib.
What the fuck? By the way, respect Carl Nassib. The great news tonight. First person to come out in a major. Wait, Gin Blimp? Where? Ryan.
The Hendrix Gin
the
Blimp.
Fuck?
I've been on that. Yeah, I've been on that thing.
Can we get an eye on this? Can we get someone to look at this? An eye on it?
Were you drunk on Hendrix Gin at the time? Or
oh, wait.
There's already an eye on it.
Lewis, do you not know that every time you drink this gin, that at some point the blimp comes down to the bar or wherever you are, picks you up and just lifts you away? That's the guarantee they give you when you get drunk on that gin.
I put a. I'm not sorry, Ryan. I'm not trying to negotiate here.
Listen, Gerke. I'm sick of waking up from my nap to some fucking asshole putting something in the chat. I have been sleeping with my family in my tenant for hours now, and you're waking me up to this? This is disgusting. We'll get to that.
I threw a article that I wrote back in 1995 about my ride in my hot air balloon, and it was, it was a nice ride.
This is what when I clicked on it, Gerke, this is what it redirected to. You got to find that.
Well, try that.
Oh, here we go. No way. Did you really? Oh my God. Hold on. I'm going to pull this up. pulling it up. I had to download it because
Quiz is kind of like a hot air balloon ride.
Oh, that's
no matter
that's
how
Larry
much
the
hot
Goat.
air you
That's
push.
Larry the Goat.
You push up, you're still going to end on the ground
Where the fuck
in a
did-
basket.
Air balloons are kind of stupid. I'll be honest with you. It's not that good.
Kirky, just appreciating your
Kirky,
background.
wait,
right
is this? That's what popped up, Kirky. I'm literally. This is
I rode in that balloon.
what in the Burger King. This is a whopper of a story. I am okay. Tim Roberts said I was in a balloon, and I was like, "Hey, everybody, have you been in a balloon?" This entire fucking year plus of doing the show, not one of you idiots brought up that Ryan was in the Hendrix Gin blimp and you were in the Burger King blimp. Do you know how much time we could have killed with this content? What the fuck are you doing?
The Hendrix blimp probably had better, cocktails. There were no cocktails.
All
in
right.
the Burger King.
This is the shop next week. Ryan, Clay, what do you think?
If you were to
Yeah.
what's your dream
What's
balloon?
your dream blimp? What's your dream blimp? Okay, all of you can make that shop if you want. What's your dream blimp to fly?
Hendrix seems like a pretty good dream blimp.
Well, they don't have a Maverick blimp, so shut the fuck up for 5 seconds.
I said I approved of the Hendrix.
Well, I am the
no,
Hindenburg.
sorry.
I am the
I'm
Hindenburg
sorry.
of the city's quiz. So
Little
looking pretty good till the end.
I like that Limp Bizkit is brought to you by Hendrix Gin, which is going to cause problems because I think we've always been sponsored in the past by that cheap.
Burnett's.
Yeah.
Burnett's plastic gin.
Look
Yeah,
at the
Did
size of
Did
that
we
upper
get
burger.
Did we get the gin report this episode? Did I miss that?
Gin report is that go to Lee's Discount Liquor in Wendover and you'll get yourself a little bit
Yourself
of
a gang of Tangeray.
it's good for whistling.
Little known fact, the pilots of the Hindenburg were drunk on Tangeray when it went down.
Fair point. By the way, so anyone else have blimp stories?
No, when it hit the power lines, they were like, "Oh my gosh, maybe we should have done the entire blimp full of Tangeray farts."
No,
They're very flammable.
Little do people know the entire Hindenburg was full of hot air from Polyester Blend. All right, everybody. We've got any other blimp stories? Rob, have you been in a blimp?
Have you been in a dirigible?
I've never been in a blimp.
I have never been in an air vehicle.
Okay.
Powered by buoyancy.
Well, I was gonna say that's
Breaking news.
Yeah, kick him out of the polyester group.
Limp Bizkit
Powered
group.
by buoyancy. He's never
By the
been
way,
powered by
a
buoyancy.
normal response would have all of us gone, "No, I've never been in a blimp." 2 fucking people have been in a novelty blimp on this Limp Bizkit crew. That's fucking crazy. Well, anyone else has been on a blimp, chime in. If not, I'm going to, before we go to we're going to do an after hours. We can all hang out. There's no need to go live anymore. But I did a one recommend this week. Pauline Schlegel, the patron saint. Wait, would a maternal saint? No. She would have been. She's the saint of this. She doesn't like swearing. Loves Ryan Bradford's photoshops. I love Ryan's photoshops. They're so clever.
Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, Pauline.
Clever.
You're my.
But my mom does this now that everything's opening up and she go to the DI again. My mom has done this for years. Ryan can attest to it. He's seen this happen. My mom will just go to the DI, get me something, and I'll be like, wait, what? That existed? And I had no idea. Some of the things she's brought me, I'll show it next week, is the Gordon B. Hinckley puzzle. That's right, a Gordon B. Hinckley puzzle that you can put together. This week, she truly outdid herself. I'm going to tease it. We're going to do more about this next week. Let me just show you this. Some of you have seen Salt Lake Monopoly before, but have you ever seen a giant tube? That's Salt Lake City, the game of monogamy. That's right. A giant board of Salt Lake City Monopoly called the Game of Monogamy. And I will unfurl this next week on Polyester Blend. Just know we didn't get to it tonight, but a little teaser for next week. It's not a blimp. Sorry about that. It's not a blimp.
Ken Schatz might pay you good money for that.
Well, and my mom, Ken Shantz needs to talk to Pauline Schlegel because she finds the goods. All right, people. We're going to keep hanging out here. If you want to hang out with us, the Polyester or the Limp Bizkit crew, We're going to hang out for a little bit after the live broadcast. We're already at 11:17. This is going to be one of our longest shows ever. We must go around the room. It's been a night of mourning. If you want to join us, join in now. But what any final thoughts here? Let's go through showing up order. Tim, final thoughts on the show.
I kind of forgot you guys were all available to cut the tail end. So.
All right, Tim, that's the kind of
hot take, Tim.
Yeah.
It was fun watching Clayton get all butthurt.
Now that's a takeaway.
It's all part of the shtick, buddy.
That's a takeaway. Lewis, you joined after, or you joined before Tim Roberts. Your thoughts.
Both teams played hard, my man. Both teams
point.
played hard.
Oh my God.
It's a very good point. Lewis, you're
Hey,
saying.
did the Dodgers beat the Padres tonight, Lugard?
No, they did. Game's still going on. Padres are up 6-1.
Hang
out. In bottom of the 7th.
Hang out if you want to join us in the after hours. You can hear about the final score.
Any intel on the Padres slump?
I don't really have any good explanation for it.
Clapping back tonight, obviously, but
other than that is every team, even the best ones, have some down times, and this seems to be. But they, we can talk more about that later.
Well, that's perfectly sums up Clayton on the Utah Cities quiz. So thank you, Lewis, for doing that. Robert Gerke showed up. Any thoughts on napping? Any thoughts on last week during Point of Order? We may or may not have brought up your backdrop. Any thoughts on that? What's going on there?
This guy?
That guy. Yes, that guy. Can you remind everybody here really quickly? We did cover it on Point of Order last week, but really quickly.
Yeah, that's Steve Lethbridge. He is a assistant attorney general and all-around great human. He really takes his nap seriously with his dogs and his wife. I don't think he has a wife. He may or may not have dogs.
And now, is it true that he only stands up when he's hoisted up by some sort of mannequin behind him? Where it's like, is it true or false? He does not know how to stand like a human. Is that a thing he doesn't know how to do?
I mean, he's kind of a refrigerator with a head, right? I mean, look at that guy. Anyway, Steve's a great guy. I'm expecting great things of him. And we should get him on the show.
Absolutely. But
please tweet. Let's please tweet.
Oh, my God. Is he on Twitter? If he's on Twitter.
I doubt it.
Is he on Twitter,
He's
Gerke?
on Twitter. Twitter's now.
That guy looked like somebody who's on Twitter. I mean, literally, he's a square.
We're gonna ham for a ham radio. We're gonna ham for a ham radio. He's got to be on ham radio. And let's get a ham. Oh my God, we should get a ham radio. Why are we not?
Don't wake him up, man. Just don't wake him up.
Wait, you son of a bitch! You waking me up.
This is the Polyester Blend shortwave.
Ryan, you should get a CB radio. No, you should get a police scan.
Oh my God, Pat! During our road trip, I wanted to install a CB radio in our car so bad.
Why not?
But, yeah, exactly.
CB.
I mean, we've all
radio.
seen the movie Joyride, right? That's the only thing that's.
Am I right? Am I right? It's not.
Am I right? Everybody's
right. You would have got a better response. Have we all been on a blip? You would have gotten a better response.
I've seen Joyride. And I've never been on a blip.
We've all seen Joyride.
Not me, bro. All right, we must thank you, Gerke. Keep hanging out here. We must go to the next person who joined, and that, of course, would have been the great Jeremy Matthews. Jeremy Matthews, your final thoughts here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, the Jazz have a gift for, or maybe I should say the Jazz fan experience. Like, they find a way to get your hopes up and then crush them. And even like within that last game where it's like, you know, they make you think, oh, maybe there is hope just before you realize there isn't. So,
dark final thoughts.
I believe Clayton commented, you know, he's been a Jazz fan for a while. It's, you know,
a while.
I mean, there's nothing
40 years.
Longer than some of the people in this chat have been alive, but that's cool. Whatever.
I mean, you know, being up by 25 points.
Wait, Lewis.
And having some random guy have the game of his frickin' life. That's what it's all about. That's what being a Utah Jazz fan is all about.
And also saying frickin' instead of fucking. I mean, Lewis, have you been in Utah that long? I mean, what's going on here?
Well,
He's
sometimes
he's still a little programmed. He's still a little.
He's
so
worried
little
about
programmed.
Tadadu viewers watching this. Very good point, Jeremy Matthews. Patrick, no, he was actually first. We'll keep going. It was Ryan Bradford. You were the next to join. Your final thoughts here tonight.
Really enjoyed that quiz. Really enjoyed showing some Mary Worth. I hope it was Mary Worth your while, and hopefully that's gonna keep you on the edge of your seat throughout June.
All right, great stuff. Clayton Strebner, your final thoughts.
All right.
My final thoughts. This is some vintage. This is a vintage polyester blend. A tower of white dudes talking on my right-hand screen. Pretty amazing. Obviously, when you first proposed the theme of the show tonight, I was like, I'm already over it. But obviously, I wasn't. Some things were triggered with my loss in the quiz, and I had to go out and. But I will say, if anyone takes anything from this tonight, that Brian Eno track is slamming, and it's gonna be in all my mixes.
How many mixes are you putting out there, bro?
I'm just gonna say it's in all my mixes. I had a great time. Obviously, I joke about the quiz. The butthurt thing is a shtick, Mr. Roberts. I'm not really pissed. I've only sacrificially. I'm just kidding. Hold on. Let me doff my.
Clayton, I've known you long enough to know that losing hurts you deeply.
Well,
you're one of the most competitive people I know.
He's like Michael Jordan
That's
of Polyester
so
Blend.
sweet of you to point out.
I'd say Clayton is one of the best person I know at keeping up a shtick.
There you go.
It's one of the best shticks.
No, it does hurt me deeply, but I feel like I'm a good loser. I've always felt like I'm a good loser. I don't.
One time you lost at me to ping pong, and you threw my ping pong paddle into the neighbor's yard.
only in an ironic,
It's
dramatic
a character.
flair.
I'm doing a bit. It's like Quagga.
Guys, it was an ironic bit.
Officer, me beating up somebody. That's ironic. It's a bit.
That was 25 years ago, and the only reason I did it is maybe 25 years from now, after a pandemic, we'd still be doing an internet show, and maybe we can get some laughs out of it. That was the only reason I threw the.
Look, some of us weren't born 25 years ago,
and nor were we a jazz fan like you were.
Talk about that.
All right,
but it was. This is vintage. This is vintage. Polyester Blend, great show tonight. After a little bit of I really Schlegel, honestly and in all sincerity, loved what you did with the Daggett County quiz. Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, that was really nice.
I had a blast with that. Thank you.
Before we go, guys, I just want to read you this message I just got. Are you on a really random YouTube show right now?
Who said that? Please be Phil Lyman. Please be Phil Lyman. Please be Phil Lyman.
Oh, by the way, can I say one other thing?
Spencer Cox.
Can I say sorry before that's revealed? My son did a good job tonight.
Oh,
yeah. He was so over the moon about being able to creep into our Zoom. He's been talking about it while he was on vacation the past 10 days. I think
nice.
Well, and I'm not Rob and I followed Charlie because we love.
The kid rules.
He's so fun.
I've been texting Schlegel about the show.
He's so funny.
How Schlegel should be helping out with some production quality issues.
Let's get him where he needs to go. Charlie is a fucking ham. He is funny. He is a great. I can't wait. That kid,
he's endlessly kind of like his idea. The Schludio is very it blows his mind. He wants to come into the inner sanctum and see how it's done. I mean, I walked this fine line as a parent, because your son wants to do, and there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of kids who want to do YouTube,
right?
Every single one of I would say my brother and my cousins and all that, they all want to do it, and that's kind of an interesting thing you do as a 21st century parent is what's the fine line of being like facilitating someone's desires, a kid's desires, and also like not being like, I don't know, you know, letting them loose in the internet world.
Wants to be an entertainer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing as having a kid in the early 20th century wanting to work vaudeville. I mean, it's just like,
right.
How do you direct them in the right direction?
What's the
How do you
right
make them be
choice?
great?
Right. You gave him a lane. Okay, you gave him a lane. That's what I think is important. Like, he sees himself now. He's working on it. I'm telling you.
What makes me laugh is his repartee, like when you were giving him crap, and when he like says, "I'm going to put something in the chat. I've been wanting to say it all." That makes me laugh. I mean, that's good.
Yes.
That's good repartee, and like, you know, his YouTube channel is something else. But I'm just saying. The guts are there for that kid. He's freaking funny.
Yes, absolutely. I have the moment I met that kid, I was like, this kid's guts. He's got the goods. Also, his repertoire tonight, it's like, you know, me, you, and then Charlie, and then Ryan. Like, Ryan's below Charlie now. I mean, like, what does Ryan add to the show?
Nothing really.
Right butt
Except
into
for
the
victories.
Right butt into the chat.
I'm just here to win. Nothing added for comedy or personality or even interest, really.
Anyway, that's my thoughts for the show. Thank
also,
you so
Clay,
much.
you never
this
let
was a lot of fun.
Clayton, until you get that kid on a blimp, he's fucking nothing. All right, get him on a blimp. Get him on a blimp.
You guys get on my blimp pics that I sent.
Next, I did.
Send you a whole volume of blimp pics.
Bradford, just at 2:30 in the morning tonight, you just said you up, and then it's just all these blimp pics. We will be back with a U Shop Bro with blimp, your fantasy blimp next week. But this guy actually got on the Zoom before any of the actual hosts. He is failed treasure hunter, successful quiz writer, and producer on the show. Patrick Munger, your final thoughts here tonight.
Well, it's always fun to be a part of this little crew here, and thanks for having me again. And hey, Gurky, you're the powerful, you know, mouthpiece of the group. You know, why can't Liberty Park, instead of using water for grass, have some gardens all around it? Gardens.
Are you putting Gurky on point?
By the way, I work for a closer organization than he does to fucking answer that question.
Well, you all are into it.
Me too. I have like a.
They're watering that long.
It sounds like a great question. It sounds like a great question for this really quickly. Pat, can you ask this guy really quickly before we end the show? Pat,
I get wet when I'm riding through the park while it's legally closed, and I shouldn't be there.
You can ask this guy, Pat. You can ask this guy. We go to him really quickly. Oh,
Governor Cox.
Poly Blend, you've been doing so good tonight. You had such a good show. Oh, I love the Poly Blends, and I hate the Jazz losing, but I love this camaraderie, this group here tonight. Go ahead with your prayer.
Governor Cox, can we pray for gardens in Liberty Park?
Yes. I'm praying for all the roses and the lilacs, and I want a lot of Venus flytraps because they're fun to see them eat the flies. I love that. I'm praying to the Lord right now. I'm very excited. Anyone else have a prayer for Governor Cox?
Governor Cox, can you pray for Real Salt Lake that they bring Utah another Major League championship?
Yes, we must pray for the only organization sport-wise, professionally in Utah to win a championship besides the IHL Utah Grizzlies. A lot of people don't realize this. And the Golden Eagles before them. Hockey was the first original championship for sports in Salt Lake. So yes, I pray for the only major team to win a championship. That's right. The Jazz never won a championship, but the Real Salt Lake have. We pray for the only ones who pray for Utah because the Jazz are Satan people.
Wow.
This is weird.
I got a little weird over here.
Playing in the back.
This is pretty great. Thank you so much.
Oh, we must go. We must end the Governor Cox. He just left. He went to go Poly Blend. He went to go do some other things. He went to go garden.
I like that Governor Cox's tongue leaves before the rest of his body.
Brian, can you sing the song?
What was? Oh, yes, we must end like this. Everybody, we will be back next week with another great show of Polyester Blend. For whoever weirdo is like, are you on some YouTube show right now, Gurky? Welcome. It's called Polyester Blend. We've been doing this for a fucking year, and there's even more shit that's going to come, and you're going to love it. It's going to be great.
Boy, I certainly hope it's not a,
I mean, you don't need to be so aggressive to the newbie.
I love your viewership. Keep enjoying the show. All right, we'll be back next week.
We're just about to chill out here.
Everybody, we end the show. We're going to keep hanging out in the after hours of the broadcast night. We leave here tonight as a group. We love you all, but we must go to this. It's how we end all of our shows. Ooh, let's go.
Arizona moon, keep shining from the desert sky above. You know, pretty soon that big yellow moon will light the way back to the one you love. Blue shadows on the train.
Keep singing, kids. Keep singing.
I don't know the lyrics.
Little cowboy, close your eyes and dream. All of the doggies are in the corral. All of your work is done. Just close your eyes and dream, little pal. Dream of someone.
Dream of another night of Polyester Blend, because you don't have to dream that hard. It'll be a reality next Monday. Lots of fun to come. If you want to be a part of it, you always can. Send us ideas. We love you. Keep watching Glue.
Are you on some kind of internet show right now?
Are you on an internet show? Are they singing Three Amigos?
Are you ready to besmirch your entire career for this?
Through the trees above, all the other little cowboys back in the bunkhouse now. So close your eyes and
Dream of another bite of Polyester Blend. If you want to keep hanging out, we're going to hang out for a little bit in the after hours show. We love you. Thank you for every single one of you for being a part of this, to be able to hang out with you guys like this. That's why we keep going. We're excited that Utah's opening back up again. Do what you need to. Get vaccinated. Wear a mask where people want you to. Don't be a fucking asshole to people, and fucking watch out for water. We got problems with that. We'll see you next week on Polyester Blend.
Good night, Lucky. Good night, Dusty.